McGinnis and the Crete Cardinals are back in the state championship game looking for a repeat, and they're led by quarterback John Leverson, who will play on Saturdays next year for the Huskers. Jeff Gross has his Bison back in the title game for the 5th time in 6 years, and his quarterback Matt Berry looking to eclipse 1,000 yards and win the school's 3rd state title. It's Crete and McCook in the Class B title game. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports, is live from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2007 NSAA Football Championships. And tonight it's the Class B state title game between the Crete Cardinals and the McCook Bison. And good evening, everybody. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Huskers Adrian Fiala and Damon Benning. Great to have you with us tonight as we have the highly anticipated rematch between Crete and McCook. These two teams squared off last year in the semifinals. Crete won it over McCook, went on to win a state championship. And for Crete, Adrian, the cast of characters has not changed a lot.
Not at all, Larry, and it's a good cast, too. We have to remind everybody of that. John Leverson is their quarterback. He's a Nebraska recruit. Tell you, this guy can do it all. He put up over 1,800 yards of total offense this year, and he just leads his team with great aplomb. But the guy can just do it all, no doubt about that. He'll be going against a McCook defense, however, that's giving up just 4 points a game, Larry. It's a tough defense. It's something they really pride themselves on. With respect to defense for Crete, Marcus Smith, Shane Renner, both very tough, linebacker and defensive tackle, respectively. And then you throw Leverson into that mix at free safety, and right up the middle, they've got a tough defense that works inside out. It's that defense that's going to try tonight to give them their 3rd state title in their history.
A very tough defense, and another team going after its 3rd state championship in the decade, and that would be McCook.
Yeah, McCook led by Matt Berry, the definite straw that stirs the drink. As good a dual-threat quarterback as there is in the state, perhaps. He's a guy that has a tremendous amount of targets, led by a guy by the name of Tyrone Sellers. And at 6'4", 215 pounds, he's as explosive a player as anybody as Crete has seen all year. Defensively, they'll be led by Sam Frazier, who's their man in the middle. He's battled some injuries this year, but he's an extremely hard hitter. He is the emotional and physical leader of that defense. And they've got their hands full tonight as they'll see an offense that's as dynamic and diverse as anyone in the state.
This is certainly a highly anticipated game, and the guy with the best view in the house is down on the sideline, John Bishop.
Well, Larry, we talk about looking ahead, and McCook has been looking ahead to this game for an entire year. Last year in the state semifinals, Crete took McCook out. And since that moment, head coach Jeff Gross has been picking apart that film to see where their defense went wrong. Well, obviously they've got whatever defensive issues fixed, at least to this point, only giving up 4 points a game. But then you look on the other side of the ball, and Crete's only giving up 7 points a game. Should be a great matchup tonight between two programs who have a lot of pride on the line.
Without question, John, it will be a great win, and what a great way to wrap up the state high school football championships here at Memorial Stadium. We've already crowned 5 champs, getting ready to crown 1 more in Class B as Crete and McCook get ready to do battle. Time now for the introductions. Let's go to our public address announcer, Doc Weinecker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association, its member schools, and U.S. Bank, welcome to Memorial Stadium for the Class B State Championship game. Tonight's game features the Crete High School Cardinals versus the Bison of McCook High School. And now, let's meet the players and coaches competing in tonight's game. First, the starters for the visiting team, the Crete Cardinals. Number 2, T.J. Conway. Number 3, Jordan Peterson. Number 4, Colin Blomker. Number 5, Ethan Schunkweiler. Number 10, Cody Wackenfuss. Number 12, John Leverson. Number 18, Dylan Gamble. Number 23, Adam Wademan. Number 40, Marcus Smith. Number 44, Trevor Florendo. Number 45, Garrett Reckling. Number 49, Dakota Fee. Number 50, Han Chu. Number 52, Tim Herman. Number 55, Brandon Schmady. Number 58, Jeff Castro. Number 69, Dave Anthony. Number 70, Shane Renner. Number 74, Skylar Brandt. Number 78, Brandon Wagner. Number 87, Josh Wool. Number 88, Micah Marvin. Head coach for Crete is Chuck McGinnis. And now welcome the rest of the Crete Cardinals to the field.
So the Bison come in with a 12-0 record. So do the Cardinals. And the Cardinals taking the field now behind their head coach. It's 12-0, and depending on what poll you look at in the state, you'll see both of these teams ranked number one. 4 major polls in the state, each team ranked number one by 2 different publications. So even among the experts, so to speak, there's some dispute about who's the better team here. We will settle it tonight at Memorial Stadium in the Class B state championship game.
Yeah, as long as you're 1 and 2, that's all that matters. Get it done right on the field, and that's where it ought to be.
Absolutely. Now time to meet the Bison. Let's go back to our public address announcer, Doc Weiniger.
And now the starters for the home team, the McCook Bison. Number 5, Matt Berry. Number 6, Corey Gaston. Number 15, Jeff Lawrence. Number 18, Andrew Wright. Number 20, Colton Cochran. Number 22, Zach Weezer. Number 23, Mitch Green. Number 36, Chris Schliemann. Number 42, Chance Unger. Number 45, Sam Frazier. Number 52, Matt Baer. Number 54, Seth Schaefer. Number 55, John Hay. Number 56, Joe Petrovsky. Number 60, Taylor Garcia. Number 63, Jacob Curl. Number 68, J.D. Stowe. Number 73, Tyler Brown. Number 81, Brady Hess. Number 82, Eric Rippon. Number 85, Aaron Rupert. Number 87, Tyrone Sellers. Head coach for the Bison is Jeff Gross. And now welcome the rest of the McCook High School Bison to the field.
Bison coming to this game 12-0 on the season, and over the last 5 years, regardless of class, there has not been a better team in the state of Nebraska. Jeff Gross's squads over those 5 years, 73-3, an absolutely stunning record. And when you take a look at who those 3 losses are to, it becomes even more impressive. 2 of the losses coming to Pius and Scott in the state championship, and of course the loss last year to Crete. Let's find out where these teams traveled from to get here to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And obviously McCook just out west a bit, and in the south central and southwest part of the state is McCook, and Crete just down the road from Lincoln, a short 20-minute drive for the Crete Cardinals. How did they get here? Let's see what the matchups were. McCook knocked off Hastings in that first game 40-7, a big win, and then McCook just rolled over Cozad. That was a rematch for McCook. Knocked them off 31-0 despite only being up 3-0 at the half. Crete a little bit more tougher battle. Most people would agree with that in getting to state. A bit tougher. Elkhorn was the victim in the first game, and then Beatrice losing to Crete in that semifinal matchup. So Crete winning it 33-19. Let's go back to Doc Weidiger with our announcement of the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. At this time, would you please rise and remove your hats to honor America as Miss Deanna Flo from Cozad High School sings our national anthem.
And they're ready at Memorial Stadium. Crete and McCook will do battle for the Class B state championship game. It's coming up on NET.
Some people tell me it's just a game, but it's more than that, at least to me. It's years of playing catch with my dad and friends in the backyard. It's a drawer full of jerseys, and a lifetime of loving the game.
The Nebraska Public Power District congratulates every player and coach who plays the game safely, with spirit, integrity, and pride.
Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank, fulfilling their commitment to serve customers wherever they are on their terms, providing a full range of banking services at 57 branch offices and more than 100 ATMs located conveniently across Nebraska. Wherever you go, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, you'll find us.
They were vaudeville headliners, radio superstars, and television legends. They are the pioneers of primetime.
Sunday night at 8 Central Time on NET1.
The 2007 NSAA football championships are being carried live over the internet. So if you have friends or family who don't have access to NET, have them log on to netnebraska.org. Click on the live webcast tab to enjoy the football championships right on their computer. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. Well, it's cooled off a bit this evening, and it's starting to pick up a little bit, a little breezy, but still 50 degrees. Great night for football, clear skies, and that 10-mile-an-hour wind at the humidity at about 50%. So couldn't ask for a better night for football in November than we have tonight here at Memorial Stadium. Well, here's your Fremont crew, and the white hat tonight will be donned by Jeff Graver. Kevin Shepard is the umpire. Linesman is David Baker. Mert Broad is the line judge. The back judge, Terry Gilfrey. And Rick Stromer is your timeout official. Let's go down to the field with John Bishop.
You might have noticed, Larry, as the team was being introduced, head coach Jeff Gross with a special message individually to each of the players before they were introduced, and it all goes back to the sense of community that this program has, and it stretches all the way back to Red Willow County. You know, the seniors on this McCook team take a day during the season and go visit the folks at the Hillcrest Nursing Home. And they visit with the residents there, and they talk football, and they talk about how it's important to be a part of that community. Well, you're starting to see a little bit of that tonight, and I'm sure the folks back at the Hillcrest Nursing Home are watching tonight to see if their native sons can bring back a state title.
Thank you very much, John, and looking for their third state championship this decade. They won a couple back in 02 and 03, and then lost a couple tough championship battles and trying to get back on the right side of things tonight. Crete will take it at their own 14. Up the far sideline and pushed out of bounds. Let's take a look at that Crete offense of the Cardinals. John Leverson at quarterback. He's the Nebraska recruit. Marcus Smith, the fullback. Cody Walkenfuss, the tailback. Dylan Gamble at wingback. Micah Marvin is the tight end. And Ethan Schunkweiler is the split end. The offensive line, Herman, Chu, Schmader, Renner, and Wagner. That's up front for the Crete Cardinals. So Crete with the first possession of the game. John Leverson will lead the way for the Cardinals. He's got a full backfield. Marcus Smith, Walkenfuss back there. He'll hand it off to Florindo. Trevor Florindo with nothing doing there. The McCook defense was there. Let's take a look at the Bison defenders. And we'll start with the defensive line. J.D. Stone up front, along with Matt Baer and Taylor Garcia. Tyrone Sellers is a recruit that people are looking at. He's just a junior. Andrew Wrights and Mitch Green to the corners. Also back there in the defensive backfield, Gaston and Rippon, Schliemann, Frazier, and Rupert, also for McCook. Now on the option, tossed wide. And room out there and pulled down is Leverson on the keep. And we talked before the game with Chuck McGinnis about his quarterback, John Leverson.
John's a special athlete. He can do a lot of things on both sides of the ball. Offensively, he's a dual threat. He can run, he can throw. Defensively, he's a big hitter and plays the pass real well also.
So a first down on the carry. That'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 37. Leverson on the option. He pitches outside. And a gain of about 2. Maybe that stiff McCook defense.
Well, so far, Damon, interesting formations. We've seen 3 different formations from Crete to start the game. They started in that wishbone set, and just a regular set, and then the Maryland eye set. So,
kind of the theme for the night. We'll see it
here again.
And they give right away to Marcus Smith up the middle, and Smith, nothing doing there. Another short 2 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Cards.
They're going to have to go some tonight, Damon, because McCook on the year has given up just an average of 70 yards a game rushing and 59 passing.
Right off the bat, the guy that we did in the intro, Sam Frazier, got 2 early tackles. The man in the middle. It'll be tough sledding between those tackles here tonight.
3rd down and 5. Leverson with Marcus Smith, fakes the give there. He'll keep, then toss out to Walkenfuss. Walkenfuss tries to get out of the corner, and he's pulled down. That's Jeremy Brandt out of the corner, and Brandt pulled down, and it looks like just shy of a 1st down for the Cards.
He is, Larry, about a yard shy. That time, Tyrone Sellers, 2 people converging on the quarterback, Leverson, and then Florendo trying to get upfield, but just a bit short.
Hey, that's a great open field tackle.
You bet.
Keeping him from reaching the sticks right there. Making it 4th and a little longer than a yard. Great tackle right there by Mitch Green.
So 4th and 1 to go for the Cardinals. Back deep for the Bison, Matt Berry and Mitch Green. 1 return each on the year, 1 for a punt and 1 a kickoff return for touchdowns. And kicking it off is Blumker, Alan Blumker for the Cardinals. He runs it up like he thought about the fake and then kicked it away. It'll be taken but bobbled. Andrew Wright drops it right there, so that's where the McCook Bison will begin their drive at the 21. Let's take a look at the McCook offense as they trot onto the field here in their first possession of the game. Matt Berry at quarterback, Sam Frazier is the fullback, Zach Weezer is the tailback, Hess, Sellers, and Cochran. And up front for McCook, Schaefer, Stone, Vetrovsky in the center, Haig and Brown. So they'll break huddle in their first possession for the top-ranked and 12-0 McCook Bison. Matt Berry under center, Sam Frazier and Zach Weezer. They'll give it to Frazier. Frazier finds some room right up the middle, and a gain right off the bat of about 4 yards for Sam Frazier. Let's take a look at the Cardinal defense now. The defensive line, Reckling, Castro, Ritter, Han Chu, and Dakota Team at the defensive end. Florendo, Walkenfuss, Leverson, Gamble, Smith, and Marvin, the backs and linebackers for that Cardinal defense. Dakota Theme. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Bison. And the deep give to Weezer, and Weezer over the left side. Not a lot of room there. He'll get about 1 or 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. We talked before the game with Jeff Gross about his quarterback, Matt Berry.
Matt's our team leader in terms of offensively. You know, he's got a super burst. We run the option. And his stage development throughout the year was pretty typical of some great quarterbacks we've had before at that junior stage level, like a Crete or a Tony Purvis. And he really developed as the year went on and started peaking about the time we hit the playoffs with his reads and taking care of the ball. And, you know, he broke a lot of records against Hastings in the quarterfinals with just a 6-touchdown, 200-yard performance. So.
And that was Matt Berry on the keeper there, and he got enough for the 1st down out over the 32-yard line. So the McCook Bison with the first down of the Class B state championship.
Well, they like to pick their spots. They picked a good spot right there over John Haig and Tyler Brown up there in the front, the left guard and left tackle, respectively. Haig, a 2-year starter.
I think we'll see this formation a lot with this twin open look. It really puts some stress on that free safety and isolates Leverson.
Berry under center, Frazier behind him. He gives to Frazier. Frazier with a brief hole, and he squirts through it in a gain of about 6 yards. A nice gain for Sam Frazier.
Got to really, excuse me, Adrian, I'm sorry. Got to really keep that honest. I mean, they motion to that trip set as we take a look at the replay here. Easy to get a helmet on a helmet there with that little isolation blocking and the quick hitter with that fullback trap.
I tell you that J.D. Stone, number 68, with that trap block you saw, just took the defender and put him right straight on his back. Terrific blocking up front. What do you expect from a Jeff Gross football team?
They'll give it one more time. No, kept on the keeper by Matt Berry around the right side. A nice fake to Frazier, and Berry keeps it for a gain of about 1. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 3 from the 41.
A lot of distance to pitch that time if he is going to try to pitch it. You better be very, very accurate if you're going to pitch it that distance, because Crete was poised to come up and make a play if the ball went awry. There's some power.
3rd down and 2. They are in the power set. A deep give. Diving out near a 1st down, but
didn't make it.
Looked like short.
The versatility there was Sellers on the carry.
Sellers, the tight end, moved into the backfield. Tyrone Sellers, number 87 of McCook, already has a scholarship offer in his junior year to Kansas State. Waiting on others. He's getting a lot of interest, but just one offer to this point at 6'4", 215 pounds, and a lot of athletic ability. Sellers will likely see a lot of interest during his senior year. So Corey Gaston now is back to kick for the Bison.
Got to be on alert when you're up back as Matt Berry.
He handles the punt. Back deep for Crete. Shedding a tackle is Florindo, and Florindo gets to the right side. Florindo has some room up the near sideline and steps out of bounds at about the 44. Nice return down the sideline, but Florindo down, and it looked like hurt. Chuck McGinnis there to check him out. Florindo took a pop right along that near sideline. Let's go back 1 year ago today, the Class B state championship game. Tonight in the Class B state championship game, it's the Crete Cardinals taking on the unbeaten Elkhorn Antlers. That'll go to Walkfoos, who scoops it up at about the 22, dances around, finds some room on the far sideline. He's got a chance. Nice move back inside. He's off to the races. He has blockers in front of him, and Walkfoos is going to go the distance. Touchdown! And talking about big plays, Leverson now back to pass.
Oh, there
he goes down to the 5-yard line, wide open. But the keeper by Leverson, and Leverson with some room down that left side. Leverson foot race to the end zone. The Class B state championship game. It's Crete winning the state title over Elkhorn. And Crete back here one more time, trying to make it 2 in a row. They knocked off, as we said earlier, McCook in the semifinal to make it to the state championship. And now the two teams square off here in the Class B state championship game.
On that punt return, real quickly, Marcus Smith, the guy that got the block way in the back there that set off Florindo. Here we go.
John Leverson under center. Marcus Smith and Walkenfoos behind him on the option. Leverson, and we have a stoppage of play before the snap. Flag on the play.
David, I think McCook fortunate the play got stopped.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were lined right, a little unbalanced.
Yeah, they were going back to that short end over there, that short side, and I think they had a man over or man advantage, and it looked like it would go.
I think that's one of the better formations at the high school level is the unbalanced line. You see teams are misaligned 9 out of 10 times against it. So they go back a little more conventional here with a little twin set.
Well, Leverson one more time at her center. This time hands off to Walkenfoos, who puts his helmet down right into the middle of the line and gets out just over the 40-yard line. A gain of about 2 on 1st and 15. That'll bring up 2nd and long.
Really stout up front right now early on for McCook. They are stabilizing that point of attack and allowing the line of scrimmage to be moved back a good yard, allowing those linebackers to come fill, leading the way with Sam Frazier.
Yeah, Leverson has passed going at 88 times this year and completed 47. See if that happens here.
Leverson on the keep on the left side, and no room to run for Leverson. There was Chris Schliemann, 92 tackles, 5 sacks on the year, and Schliemann shuts it down.
Crete may have wished they would have thrown the football in that formation, trying to cross up McCook with twin receivers to either side, wide to either side, and McCook had none of it. They just played their responsibility.
Excellent job of C-scraping right there by number 36 from McCook. I believe who's that? Schliemann, that we talked about earlier. Really playing his keys well, being a dictator as opposed to being dictated to.
3rd down and 13 for Crete.
No trips here, man to man.
And another flag on the play, and they'll stop play. Like motion again. That flag came in from the back judge.
It's going to be tough sledding if that's how McCook chooses to play that shift when they motion to that trip set. That is man to man out there with that 3 wide receiver look.
Yep, you got to do that, and here's the delay of game.
Delay called on Crete, so that'll back them up 5 more.
It's third and a ways right there, big guy.
3rd and long.
Look at that wide split. Both outside the hash and outside the numbers.
3rd and 18, Leverson in the gun. Motion across the set, Leverson drops back, throws it over the middle, and can't find Walkenfuss out near midfield, so incomplete, and Crete will turn it over on downs.
Maybe Walkenfuss shortened up that route here.
I think he wanted to settle down in the zone. Leverson wanted to lead him a little bit.
Well, he just shortened up the route for some reason. Not sure why he shortened up the route. If he keeps going with that route, he's got to catch.
Yeah, I think a little miscommunication. Yeah. He wanted to throttle down, and Leverson said, "Nah, you got to keep coming."
Well, Cardinals in now to kick it away.
Whoa.
Running kick one more time. 2nd time that they've done that. Taken by Matt Berry, and Berry with some room around the right side. He'll be pulled down by Florindo.
A lot of real estate out there on that punt.
Well, it's time to test your NSAA football knowledge with tonight's trivia question. Be the first person to email us with the correct answer to our question, and you'll receive an NET Sports logo cap and an NET Sports Athletic gray t-shirt size extra large. So tonight our trivia question is, among the current Class B schools, which school has the most appearances in the state playoffs, and how many times has that school made it to the postseason? Email your answer to sports@netnebraska.org, and first correct answer wins the NET Sports t-shirt and a cap. So of any current Class B school, who's been in the state playoffs the most?
Well, so far it's been the Cha-Cha offense. Each team probing, trying to make it work. Punt, punt, punt. And now it's McCook's turn to see what they can do. 4 timeout. Good thing that Florindo made that tackle, as you were about to point out, Damon, because not only was there a lot of real estate, but there was a lot of blocking over on that far side.
Fake give to Frazier. Berry rolls to his left, flips it out there, finds his man for a gain of about 8.
Right there, I think that's the most difficult offensive set in high school football, to stop that ace formation with that 2 tight end look. A lot of balance out of there as we see the play fake. How about the delivery here, Adrian, on the move? Nice tight spiral, good pitch and catch right there.
Excellent play action, though, as you pointed out, that fake, Damon. Good ball work by Berry to hold everybody in there. One of the keys to the play.
So now 2nd down and short, and the deep give.
Great lead block. Wow.
One more time. Piled up there by that Crete defense. Tries to get out near midfield. Needs to get over the 50-yard line down to about the 49 for a first. He'll be short. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1 for Crete.
Choosing to leave his fullback right there. Real nice isolation block by Frazier. Must have thought he had something to the outside on that iso. You kind of want to stay with that fullback. He's your best friend.
Crete's got tough people up inside there with Marcus Smith, Shane Renner, and then Leverson. You saw Leverson come to the sideline to get a little instruction from Coach McGinnis.
Sellers deep in the backfield in this set. And that'll be Berry just keeping it and tries to go right behind Frazier. And it will be close. It's not quite to the 49. It looks like right on there, and they may have measured this.
I think he's got it. The spot, just waiting for that spot. I think he's got it.
Oh, I don't know. Huh?
Referee
what do you think, Elias?
Where he had that foot the first time, that spot was the first down, but that's not where the ball came down.
He might be short by about the nose of the football. I know our guys in the truck will get the little zoom in.
See the stretch, the
stop
change
right
here.
about the white stripe.
And you got it.
Half a ball.
So first down for the Bison.
Coach's expression never changed. He knew it all
That's
along.
right.
Keep it moving, he said. Keep it moving.
So first down and 10 inside Crete territory now for McCook. Matt Berry under center. Zach Weezer in the backfield now with Sam Frazier. The hand is to Weezer. Weezer has a really nice choppy steps there going through the line, and a gain of about 7 for Weezer.
Oh, he got to that left or that right side over there. And such safer. J.D. Stone, watch the plays there. You see the
nice kick
great
out.
pull by John Haig as far as the block goes. And then good footwork right here by Weezer. Weezer 843 yards on the year. Also a pretty good pass receiver. Average just over 6 yards per carry for the season.
So a gain of 6, make it second down and 4. Back to passes Berry, man wide open, and just leads him a little too much. Trying to run it down was Berry.
I was just going to say, making great use of those splits. You know, if they want to walk a linebacker out there to cover up that number 2 slot receiver, why not get some width and force, you know, it puts a little stress, an immediate vertical. That safety's not going to get there. And you see Leverson, there's no way. I mean, he's outside the hash, short of Leverson cheating over the top. He can't get there to make that play.
He has to shade one way or the other, and he wasn't shaded to the left that time.
So third down and 4 for the Bison. Cochran in motion. They give right up the middle, and Frazier stacked up short of the 40-yard line, and that will be short of a first down. It'll bring up a 4th and short in decision time for McCook.
Oh, I think they're going.
Coach Gross going out there to talk to his QB. They're going. Going to be a little quarterback follow me here. They want the ball in number 5's hands. I don't think he'll be handing this off here, Adrian.
Well, you just don't want to take a chance on an exchange right here. Frazier at the I-back or the setback. Very close to the quarterback too.
Frazier behind Berry, 4th and 1.
Little follow me.
And he gets piled up, stacked up, and did not get it. The Crete defense holds.
I think it was number 70 that made the play down there. That's Shane Renner, and we talked about him in the open. Shane Renner, along with Marcus Smith, 2 of the toughest players in that Crete defense. Let's take a look here.
I guess if I knew what they knew.
It's Shane Renner. And he was alert and ready and squared up and made the hit. Good job.
Nice little
Very
stunt.
good job.
Little inside pinch.
There's a look at Renner. So now the Crete offense on the field led by John Leverson. Leverson fakes the give, will run the option the opposite way. Pitch out to Florindo. Florindo will be drugged down from behind after a gain of about 3. Florindo out near midfield that'll bring up second down at about 7.
Just love what Andrew Wrights did on that play. He's the far corner of that right cornerback on that far side. Watch him, number 8, as the play looks like it may go right, but here he comes.
Almost lost containment there, recovered.
Andrew Wrights, number 18, leads the team in interceptions this year.
This is a design keep by Leverson. He tries to get to the outside and gets into McCook territory and out near a first down, and where the spot is, we'll have enough for the first.
That's just simply a speed play, and you try to capitalize on the speed of John Leverson. Just try to get that zone blocking set up to the outside, and then let him go, let him find that crease. But good job right there by number 23, Mitch Green, using that sideline as the 12th man to help with the tackle in essence.
Inside 30 seconds here in this first quarter.
Rapidly moving, isn't it?
Very quick moving early part of the game. A direct snap. Goes right to Gamble. Gamble goes up the middle. Gamble with a gain of about 3. So make it second down. Cardinals will run about everything. They added some wishbone here in the offseason because of the experience of that backfield. Empty back sets, 2 back sets, full backfields. They'll run out of it. So they can run just about every play out of every formation, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Crete and McCook, no score in the Class B state championship game. We'll be back for the second 12 minutes at Memorial Stadium.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest.
The headaches were changing my daily routine.
Migraines caused Karen to see a neurologist who recommended a prescription.
I didn't want the drugs, and that's when she said to start walking. And so I started walking, and I haven't had a headache since. I'm a lot healthier than I was, and I can accomplish a lot more because I feel better. I just let Blue Cross Blue Shield know that I was living proof that walking does work.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
The blues are good for you.
NET Sports coverage of the 2007 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. By the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. And by U.S. Bank. Wherever you go, you'll find us. And a pretty even contest through the first 12 minutes. No score between Crete and McCook. A couple of very good defensive teams, and we've seen a lot of defense early on here in this contest. Second down and 7. Leverson with a deep give. That's Walkenfuss. Walkenfuss charges inside the 40-yard line. It'll bring up a third down.
Walkenfuss, a good year this year. His average yards per carry excellent at 7.1 with 92 carries, and mixed in 6 touchdowns with that while playing excellent defense.
Crete to the line in a hurry. Leverson, quick give, and he's stuck right at the line of scrimmage. On a 3rd and 2 play, Crete was trying to get to the line quickly and get the play run. And at the bottom of the pile, coming off the bottom of the pile for the McCook Bison once again is Schliemann. Chris Schliemann, the linebacker. So that will bring up 4th down. And now Crete's turn.
About the same spot on the field too, right, Larry?
Absolutely, inside McCook territory. 4th and 1. A little shuffling the deck.
Unbalanced.
Leverson back under center. Quick give to the fullback, and he busts through there and good enough for the first down and a gain of 3 inside the 35.
It worked very nicely, David. Just zone it up on the left side, run that unbalanced line, zone it up, and McCook just not able to adjust quick enough.
Excellent play call right there. It's
great.
That's a tough formation even when you have time to prepare, let alone when they give you the quick shift to it. Tough to get lined up correctly against that unbalanced formation. That was easy pickings right there for the Crete Cardinals.
So a first down now for the Cards from the 34-yard line of McCook. No score here in the Class B state championship game. Leverson keeps, and Leverson is dropped in the backfield by J.D. Stone. Let's go down to the field to John Bishop. John.
Starting right guard Han Shu might be the shortest guy on the field for Crete, but he's already had a very busy day. He spent most of the first part of his day singing. That's right, he's in the choir for Crete over at the Lead Center. He missed the walkthrough today, but believe it or not, he was wearing his leg pads underneath his gown. Now he's out there playing in a state championship football game.
Good toss from Leverson and hauled in there. Grabbed by Gamble, and Gamble with a gain of about, we'll call it gain of 10 on 2nd and 12. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Watch Leverson here. Looks like it's going to be a run, and then he backs it up. Gamble's going to bobble it up a little bit there, but hangs on to the football, gives his team a chance here. 3rd down and a couple to go.
Just a couple of years ago, the guys who made the state football championships couldn't participate in all-state choir. They changed the rules there, allowing them to miss one all-state choir practice and still participate, and Anchu taking advantage of that. All-state choir, wow.
Versatility right there.
Pads, is that what they said? Pads under the robe?
Under the old gown.
Oh, how about that? There he is, Hanchu.
5'9", 215, built like you, Larry.
I'm not quite 5'9". 215 I got covered. There's Leverson on the toss. They'll throw the reverse to Schunkweiler, and nothing doing as McCook stays home and shuts that down.
Stays home, Larry, in the form of Tyrone Sellers. This is a mark of a very alert football player, a very disciplined football player, as Sellers going nowhere on the play. I mean, even though that play went away from him, he stayed home, did his responsibility, and that is make sure nothing comes back the other way. It did, and he made the tackle.
I'll tell you a guy who's out there hitting is Schleeman. You see him lower boom right there to finish that thing off?
Schleeman's made a couple of big plays already. The give here to Walkenfuss, who breaks one tackle and dives into the line and gets it back to about the 25. But boy, the penetration once again by that McCook Bison defense.
There's that guy again too, Adrian Schleeman, as we take a look at the replay. Look at him read his keys, scrapes, finds the football, and then he closes.
Boom.
Nice acceleration and good closing speed right there.
Love the hit. One thing that Chuck McGinnis was concerned about with McCook was their tackling. He said they don't miss many tackles or make many mistakes. They're sure on their tackling. We just saw that.
Schleeman does go into contact hard. 3rd down and 11. Leverson now up top. Misses his receiver as he throws short. Micah Marvin was there, and Leverson just comes up a bit short. So that'll bring up 4th down and 11 and decision time now for Chuck McGinnis. Probably too far for a field goal, but too close to punt. Maybe not.
That's a tough call right now, where you're going to imagine that points will be at a premium here in this football game.
Jordan Peterson is their kicker. He's 2 for 3 in field goals this year. Long of 37.
He's on to try.
He's going to put it up.
So
unless there's a little trickery going on here.
Well, the wind is coming directly out of the east, so it's a cross wind here at Memorial Stadium, and you never know what it's doing down in the bowl. As the snap gets away, chasing it down is Peterson to get on top of it. Bad snap. We've seen that twice now today. And McCook takes advantage of it. They'll have the ball at midfield.
Take a look at the replay here.
Well, that's just a skipper. Tough to hang on or to get a handle on that football on that snap. And man, McCook's got an advantage right now, fellas.
Jeremy Brandt with a low snap.
You'd like for your special teams to be special, and it's the 2nd or 3rd time today we've seen special teams fail a couple of different ball clubs out here.
So now the Bison offense on the field. No score here midway through 2nd quarter. The keeper by Barry. Tosses it out there on the option, and a gain of about 4. They'll give him forward progress up to about the 46-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6 to go.
And that's just really catch-up speed right there, recovery speed. That play looked like it had a chance to go and make good yardage, but the speed of Crete caught up to it. Jeff Gross told us about it. He's really concerned with their overall athletic ability and their speed to get to the ball. There it was.
Still think there's a problem with how Crete's getting lined up here on the slot receiver.
Ball on the turf. McCook got right back on top of it. And mishandled. Barry didn't get the snap, went to the ground, and right back on top of it. So that'll bring up 3rd down.
Dead play right here that creates a long 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for McCook. Jeff Grove's not happy with that play at all.
Any sort of immediate vertical, Adrian, by a slot receiver for McCook tonight is going to have big play potential written all over it.
Out wide goes Cochran.
They're looking at it again.
Yeah, Leverson's not shaded enough to the left side. Over there he comes over now.
Barry will go up top, and he's got a man wide open. That's Gaston out there, and he can't pull it in. Leverson with some recovery speed, but Gaston was wide open out there.
I'm thinking flag on that one.
A little too much air, but I'm telling you, they feel like Nostradamus here a little bit. They're seeing the same thing I'm seeing.
Well, and Leverson.
You might be right, Adrian.
A little early.
I think clearly interference right there.
There's just no way that he could get lined up, and they saw it the first couple of times.
On the snap, though, he started drifting to the left on the snap, and he does have very good speed, but probably not that good a speed to get as far as he had to get.
I think that thing's thrown on the line a little bit more, and they're looking at 6. That one got away from Barry a little bit.
Gaston gets the punt away. Walkenfuss. It'll hit short of Walkenfuss and take a short Crete bounce. And the Cardinals will do business from about the 22-yard line. Well, NET Sports presents the story of Nebraska volleyball in Dream Like a Champion, premiering Tuesday, December 4th at 8 p.m. on NET1 and NET HD. See how Terry Pettit's visionary leadership and John Cook's competitive spirit helped to raise Nebraska volleyball to new heights. Follow the Husker team on their run for a national championship, ending with a dream win last December at the NCAA championships in Omaha. Watch Dream Like a Champion. Mark your calendar for Tuesday, December 4th at 8 p.m. on NET1 and NET HD. You won't want to miss this special tribute to the success of Nebraska volleyball. Dream Like a Champion. It's a special documentary presentation produced by NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. And yes, the volleyball team is the defending national champions. They're trying to make it 2 in a row. John Cook's squad.
You know, that team has such tremendous athletic ability. I just can't believe it. Or you cover them very closely, but man, the ability they have, I'm not sure how they got to 3-0 at Texas, so maybe you can enlighten us there. But
I think Coach Cook wonders the same thing. We talked to him about it afterwards, and he really couldn't have it figured out. You know, Adrian, it's the first time in volleyball history they've had 2 National Players of the Year on the same team. They are absolutely loaded.
Yeah, they are. Playing tonight.
Absolutely. Just off the way.
Oh, I tell you.
There, nothing doing there.
Take a quick look here, guys.
Schliemann is all over the place right now.
Prior to that play, Crete has averaged 1.6 yards per play, and McCook 2.5 yards per play.
A lot of it is a testament to this guy right here wearing number 36. He is playing downhill.
Leading tackler on the ball club with 92 tackles. He has 5 interceptions also. He's playing some D.
The quick give up the middle. It's bobbled.
Wrong.
They're going to say he was down, though. Nope. They're going to call a live ball and spot it where it was recovered.
A little talking going on there. Yeah, a little talking going on there with Shane Renner up front saying, come on down, I'm right here.
That's 2 tough guys talking to one another, too. You might have to let Larry break that one up.
Right, I'll hop right in there.
Just stay quite a ways away, Larry.
So 3rd down and 13 now. Leverson take the snap, and he tries to get something going, and one more time shut down is Leverson. Boy, that's Logan Pearson on the support. Aaron Rupert there as well.
They are a good tackling bunch.
Eric Rippon also involved. And we heard about their ability to tackle and how sure they were in their tackles, and there's Rippon right there just knocking the pins out from under Leverson.
Rippon was there first, and a nice.
And if he didn't get it, he's got 2 of his buddies in the background ready to make a play. That's good hustle and pursuit right there.
So the Cha-Cha offenses continue here.
I'm kind of getting the feeling McCook's going to break one here.
Well, kick it away again, right into a strong wind, and it'll take a good McCook bounce, and McCook will have great field position. It's best of the game inside the 40-yard line of Crete. I'll get all the inside information on the Huskers after the Colorado game on Big Red Wrap-Up, Tuesday, November 27th, live at 7. It's a complete review of the game with highlights, analysis, discussion, and also the latest recruiting news with Husker Illustrated Sean Callahan. Join Adrian Fiala and Kevin Kugler for the next Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesday, November 27th, right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
Hoping to bring you a report of a Husker victory, and we'll know shortly thereafter, a few days thereafter, about the bowl situation.
That's right.
Let's hope that Nebraska can win that Colorado game and open up that bowl possibility.
It's one of those games, Aid, where it doesn't matter how bad one team is or how good the other team is. It's a battle, and especially for Nebraska when they head to Boulder.
And the same applies, Larry, to Colorado, because
Absolutely.
we both have the same records, 5 and 6, and they win, they got a chance.
Absolutely. Well, Matt Berry back in there at quarterback now for the Bison. They'll go up top. He throws it out in the flat a little high, and Cochran can't pull it in. Colton Cochran was out there and open momentarily. Just a bit high for him.
Okay, Adrian, the secret's out. Twin look out here. Outside linebacker shaded inside. They know that Leverson has to play over the top. This time they tried to run the corner. Look how open he is.
He's open, and that hit right there from Gamble. He's the linebacker on the outside. He's got to get a couple of steps further to the outside if he's going to get himself involved in a play or maybe get himself a pick, but he's just not out there far enough.
And McCook understands if Leverson cheats over, then that means they've got 7 in the box for the running game too, so he's got to play it somewhat honest.
Schliemann now in there at fullback, but it'll be kept by Berry. Berry with some room, and Berry down to about the 31-yard line. It will bring up a 3rd down.
Good concept they have going on right now. They're going to try to get that free safety out of the middle of the field and take advantage of it via the running game.
It's kind of the concept prevalent in all of football today. Spread the field out, try to get the man-on-man matchups, and see who can work it one-on-one and who can make plays one-on-one.
You know, it doesn't matter what side of the ball Schliemann's on, he's popping somebody.
Anytime you can force a team to play 11 on 11, the advantage is usually with the offense.
Sam Frazier back in there at fullback along with Schliemann. The fake and the deep give. Roll to his left is Berry. Berry will cut it up, but not get there. And one more time there for the Crete Cardinals is Reckling. Garrett Reckling on the tackle.
Well, speed. What we talked about earlier. All that play is right there is recognition by Reckling, and watch the speed. Now there he comes. He got off that block, and now he's going to turn it on and turn it up.
Well, they're out west. Berry probably makes that play for about another 20 yards, but here in the state finals against the Crete Cardinals, that's a 1-yard gain and a great open field tackle.
Well, there's Reckling.
Reckling plays that right defensive end, Aid, and you know Reckling was on that 4x100 team that finished 2nd in the state last year for Crete. Walker, Foose, Leverson, Florindo, and Reckling.
That will work a great deal right there.
That's some speed.
4 down. Here we go.
Jet Sweet got the pin block.
Now near the 1st down on 4th down, but he'll come up short.
What great reaction by Crete here, my goodness. This defense, actually both of these defenses guys are really stepping it up here. There's that flash or jet play that we talk about, and again, timing speed, and there's timing speed on the tackle on defense. And there you see great shot right there. I think that was Chuck McGinnis giving it the old hand.
He's, you know, he smiled at the end of that interview, and he said, you know, we can run a little bit.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Well, he also said he thought it was going to be a very close game. He thought these two teams were very evenly matched, thought it would come down to a turnover or a big play. And right now, at 0-0, it looks like that's exactly what it might come down to. Leverson spins out of there, goes the opposite way for a gain of 3. Two teams very evenly matched, 12-0, both of them on the season. Both with playmakers at quarterback. Both with terrific offensive and defensive lines and great defenses.
We also talked to the coaches about difference makers, and they think, you know, the big play or the turnover makes the big difference in a game like this.
Up top is Leverson. That's pulled in. Out near the 39, but it looks like it'll be just a little shy of a 1st down.
Actually flipped that. That was to Leverson.
It was.
Little trickeration.
Look at that.
Trying to get him the ball any way they can. Move him around a little bit.
Jeremy Brandt coming in at quarterback to make that play. He's completed half of his passes from the 13 times this year.
Leverson now back under center. And on third down, he gets a push. And, enough for a first down, but not by much.
No gimmies around here.
Linesman is spotting it right at the 40, so it will be there.
Well, coming up at halftime, join us as we take a look at the Believers and Achievers, the halftime presentation honoring some of the top athletes and top scholar athletes around the state and high school athletics, high school academics, and also we'll take a look at your first half highlights if we get one. It's been all defensive highlights to this point. Nice screen play to Florindo out in the flat.
Great open field tackle right there. That play could have gone for a lot more yards. Is that Schleeman again?
Guess who made it, yeah.
Look at Walkenfuss on the catch.
Take a look at this, Adrian. That's a nice little setup. He's got a lot of real estate out here. Only one guy can make this play, and he does.
Set up by extreme wides on both sides. 2 men wide on both sides. Coverage has to go out with those people, and then that opens up that flat area, that deep flat area. But again, Schleeman is there to make the hit.
That's a great point. And both teams using those wide splits, really taking advantage. And you don't see enough teams do that, Adrian, where that field is 52 yards wide. Go ahead and use it, especially if you've got guys, both of these quarterbacks, who can make all the big boy throws. Go ahead and spread people out and let your playmakers try to make plays within the hashes.
Well, NET has been delivering exciting sports action into your living room for many years. Now you can join the Sports Partners Club to ensure that your favorite sports programs continue. To learn how to become a charter member of the Sports Partners Club, log on to netnebraska.org/sports, and you can receive a charter member gift certificate, a duffel bag, and a poster of that famous Matt Davison catch. Help us deliver inspiring sports action by supporting the NET Sports Partners Club. Log on to netnebraska.org/sports and become a member today.
Very pleased to be part of the NET Sports Partners Club, and I invite you all to join us. And a lot of great things going to go on with the club, in addition to which the revenue will help to fund events just like this.
Leverson hands it off to Marcus Smith, and he bounces it outside. Marcus Smith with a nice gain and another first down for Crete. Time ticking inside 1 minute now. Stopped as they move the chains. They'll crank it back up here at 54 seconds left before the half. Crete trying to get on the board. Out of the huddle quickly. To the line is Leverson. Marcus Smith is his fullback. Florindo in the backfield. Tossed outside. The pitch back to Florindo. Florindo trying to get out to the edge to get out of bounds and doesn't. He stays in bounds. And we'll have a timeout by Crete. Their second timeout of the half. They have one left now.
We've seen Tyrone Sellers stay at home, play his responsibility, and now Mitch Green. Watch Mitch Green, number 23. There he is in the left-hand part of your screen. He just stays at home and then makes the play, makes that sure tackle. This is
great
pretty incredible to watch here.
Good. That's nice high football IQ. Understand something's coming.
Well, it's just discipline at its best. You're seeing people that know their responsibility, play their responsibility, and then finally execute and tackle very, very well.
Well, if you'd like a DVD of this game or any of the NSAA football or volleyball championship games, log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET, or you can give us a call, 1-800-868-1868 to order your DVD copy. It's a memory that will last for years to come. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. You know, this reminds me of so many of the other state championship games that McCook has been involved in. You think back to a couple years ago when they played Pius, it was 6-0. The final of the Scott game was 6-0. Scott knocked off McCook a couple of years ago. Very defensive battles, tough hitting, difficult to move the ball. 38 seconds to go before the half. Leverson, he'll look downfield. He goes across the middle and picked off. Right in the middle, picked off by McCook, and that's Sam Frazier coming out with it. And the Bison turn the Cardinals away yet again.
Second interception for Frazier. You see him right there getting a good drop. They had the receiver bracketed. Not much of a chance to complete that, Damon.
That's how you draw it up. He got a pass read, dropped to his hook zone, read the quarterback's eyes, and made the play. That's textbook right there. We've got to go ahead and get Flip Romansky out here and get our clinic going.
That's right.
That was outstanding.
Yep. So 31 seconds left before the half. Let's see what Jeff Gross wants to do. If he wants to try to put points on the board or happy to go in at 0-0. He'll give it to Sam Frazier. Frazier pulls his way for a couple, and it looks like time will continue to click off, and Jeff Gross would like to go to the locker room and talk things over, all even.
I don't think anybody's surprised here that both these teams are deadlocked here, scoreless. And Coach Gross, he joked about, people telling him over the course of the last couple of years that he needed to work on his offense, and he says, hey, if you can't score, how much work does my offense need? I'm going to hang my hat on defense. Coach McGinnis, the same way.
Both coaches tipping their hats to their defenses. Crete and McCook have shut out one another through one half. A very defensive battle. Neither team mounting much of a drive. In fact, I don't think either team got inside the 20-yard line of the opponent.
No, I don't believe so, Larry. Take a quick look here.
A couple of trips into the opponent's territory, but nothing deep and no real threats. There was a possibility of a field goal, but that would have been a long field goal.
McCook 51 yards. McCook 51 and Crete 59. Let's go down to John Bishop.
Well, Coach, this team averages about 8 yards a carry with their top four guys, and you have been doing a great job on defense. Talk about what you have learned since last year's semis.
Well, we made adjustments to improve our defense over the year, and I guess it's through one half it's worked so far. We still got to play another half. We've played fabulous defense against them. I feel like we've moved the ball at times, but we get down there and we've had a little trouble converting, but both teams have. Two stellar defenses out there. It's going to be a battle of wills in the second half.
Anything you can see that you can break that offense loose?
Well, you just got to keep trying to find your playmakers and hope they make plays, keep softening them up with our fullbacks. Our I-backs ran well when he's got opportunities, so you just keep doing what you've done all year and hope that in the end something breaks for you.
Yeah, it wouldn't be McCook in the finals without a low-scoring game.
I guess, I'd like to know where that 38.6 point scored average always disappears in the finals. So,
all right, good luck second half,
guys.
Well, we're seeing a great battle nonetheless. Two teams dueling and going at it defensively. There is no score at the half. McCook and Crete in the Class B state championship game.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
Energy efficiency is important to us all. At Nebraska Public Power District, we're committed to helping everyone use less energy through new technologies like this compact fluorescent light bulb. Because when you reduce your energy costs, we all win. This message brought to you by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. The U.S. Bancorp Foundation supports charitable, educational, and community service-oriented organizations in communities across Nebraska and the nation. U.S. Bank employees dedicate their time and efforts to local causes they are truly passionate about. U.S. Bank. Wherever you go, you'll find us.
Next time on Nature. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I guess you could call them ugly, but I kind of think it's pretty.
But is there a purpose to being beauty challenged?
In fact, that ugliness, it's enabled them to evolve and survive.
Face only a mother could love.
Sunday night at 7 Central Time on NET1.
NET Sports coverage of the 2007 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. By the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. And by U.S. Bank. Wherever you go, you'll find us. And welcome back to Memorial Stadium at the half of the Class B state championship game. The score is knotted at 0. McCook 0 and Crete 0. Great to have with us now the executive director of the NSAA, Jim Tinniper, and thanks for being with us. Well, I think everybody is wondering, coming up, we're going to have a conflict with the state high school football championships. Nebraska has been away on Thanksgiving, and we're going to have some conflicts. What are the opportunities, and what might you do with the state high school football championships if Memorial Stadium is busy?
That's a very good question. This weekend, when we've normally had our state championships, Nebraska's had an open date, but beginning in 2009, that's no longer going to be the case. Our membership is going to take a look at some options that are available to them. Our board, I believe in December, will be making a decision. It ranges anywhere from moving our championships from here at Memorial Stadium to the Monday, Tuesday of next week, in other words, of Thanksgiving week, to taking a look at taking it to a different site, or maybe even splitting the classes and taking them to various sites. So there are a lot of different options that are available to our membership. Our board, I think, will take a look at what's in the best interest of kids and our member schools and kind of go from there.
The championships came here in 1996, and the response has been overwhelming. The kids love coming here. They love playing at Memorial Stadium. I know you had a conversation with Tom Osborne. Talk about how that went and their willingness to continue to host this, even when they might be playing on a weekend.
Well, I don't think there's any question that Tom Osborne certainly has the interests of the university at heart. But I think he is also truly, genuinely interested in working with the high schools here in the state of Nebraska. And in our conversations, he certainly has expressed an interest in us being able to work together. And I think that's certainly a positive for our high school football finals. Regardless what that ultimate decision is, we're certainly appreciative of that cooperation from Tom and Mark Boehm and the university.
Well, we are on the 6th level of Memorial Stadium on the skybox, and as you walk just across the hallway here, you're able to look out those windows and see this wonderful facility going up right over by Haymarket Park. It's the new home of the NSAA. Talk a little bit about the progress of the building, and I know I've seen you over looking out there at the windows and checking out the building.
Absolutely. We do have a new office building that's going up adjacent to Haymarket Ballpark, and it will be available to us the middle part of March, which we're pretty excited about. Our present office space is pretty limited for our operation. We will have, in addition to the NSAA operations in that building, the Nebraska Coaches Association will also be there, as well as the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame presently does not have a venue to call home, and so this gives them an opportunity to have some displays of some of the past as far as high school activities are concerned, and we're excited for them. I know that they've got a big road ahead of them as far as some fundraising, but that new facility certainly is going to be a great addition, I think, to high school activities.
But how are you going to move in the middle of March when you've got championships going on all over? Are you going to have to wait a while to move?
Well, let me tell you, if we move during the state championships, I'm probably going to be doing that on my own, because I think we'd have a staff that would mutiny on us. But our state speech and debate is the 3rd week of March, and so hopefully sometime shortly thereafter we can make that move and still stay fairly well geared up for the spring sports that will be upcoming.
Let's talk about corporate partnerships and sponsorships with the NSAA, because I know that's really what helps you operate and have terrific events like the state high school volleyball and football championships and cross country and everything that you do. Talk a little bit about your corporate sponsorships.
We're very fortunate to have some corporate sponsors that do help us. We've got 19 athletic and 5 non-athletic activities that we sanction and sponsor. And all of those activities are not revenue producers. And so we have to not only lean on those revenue producing activities for us, but we also have to lean on some corporate partners that help us provide some revenue so that we can treat all of our activities in the same fashion, recognizing those students who participate, for instance, in speech, debate, and play production, and some of those the same as we do for those students who participate in football or volleyball. U.S. Bank is our premier corporate partner. This is the 11th year they've been with us. They are a great partner in that regard. We've got a couple of supporting sponsors in Windstream Communications and the U.S. Marines. They do a nice job in helping us meet our mission. In addition, we've got some underwriting sponsors that help pick up the tab, if you will, for the trainers and physicians for our state championships. Ortho West, Nebraska Orthopedic, and St. Elizabeth Health Center, they really are, without them, we couldn't do a lot of the things that we presently do. So we're certainly supportive of the efforts that they put out for high school activities.
NSAA touches so many things, and I think a lot of time people aren't really even aware of how far your tentacles reach out and touch other things. Is there anything you might be looking to add or continue to move forward with, whether it be sports or other things with the NSAA?
Well, you know, from time to time, we get lots of interest from special interest groups who would certainly like to see additional activities added to NSAA. In the past, we've had interest in cheerleading and dance competitions. The Coaches Association and the Athletic Directors Association are going to have a state championship this year in that. Bowling always seems to be a very hot topic, and we've had interest in hockey. We've had interest in trap shooting. There are a lot of those kinds of things. But for an activity to become an activity of the NSAA, our membership would have to introduce a legislative proposal, and our membership would have to adopt that as an activity. And at this point, I don't see anything that's right on the verge of becoming a new activity for NSAA.
Well, thank you so much for everything you do to help us throughout these busy weeks, both volleyball and football. Your staff just does a phenomenal job in helping us do our job, and everybody at NET, we certainly appreciate everything you and your staff do.
Well, we appreciate your guys' efforts as well. You do a great job, and certainly the recognition our high school activities get as a result of NET's coverage is wonderful, and we do have a great relationship, and thank you for all you do.
You bet. Thanks very much, Jim. We are at the half of the Class B state championship game. It's no score, McCook and Crete. We'll be back with some highlights in just a moment.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest. Programming is provided in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska.
These cost about $50. This costs about $57,000. Choosing to use these can help you avoid this. And since inactivity is a better predictor of death than smoking, high blood pressure, and even heart disease, using these more and this less could save you more than money. A message that's good to know from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
Join NET's Sports Partners Club and be a part of a team that delivers Nebraska sports coverage to your home. As a club member, you can receive a member certificate, a club duffel bag, a signed Matt Davison poster, and more. Don't be a spectator, be a team member. Join NET's Sports Partners Club today.
In this first of two films on democracy in Athens, I'm going back in time to reveal the astonishing story of the world's first democracy.
They said we can rule ourselves. This we take to be a ballot box.
Monday night at 8 Central Time on NET1.
Halftime of the Class B state championship contest. No score between Crete and McCook. A very defensive battle to this point. Let's go to Doc Weiniger, who's our public address announcer, with today's Believers and Achievers. Doc.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special halftime presentation this evening. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed by U.S. Bank and the NSAA to give recognition to Nebraska's future leaders. We have 8 Nebraska high school seniors who have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to good citizenship. For their involvement in school and community service projects, U.S. Bank and the NSAA would like to honor the Believers and Achievers who are with us tonight. Presenting the Believer and Achiever Awards are U.S. Bank Representative Brandis Johnson and NSAA Board of Control member Dr. Dallas Watkins of Dundee County Stratton Public Schools. Tonight's honorees are James Bahensky of Anselmo Myrna High School. James is a 4.0 student who participates in football, basketball, track and field, play production, speech, and music. In plays, he has earned Outstanding Performance Awards at the NSAA District and State Play Production Championships and was a member of Anselmo Myrna's 2006 NSAA Class D1 State Play Production Runner-Up Cast. James has also earned superior ratings as a soloist at the NSAA District Music Contest and is a two-time NSAA State Speech Qualifier. Ladies and gentlemen, James Bahensky. Next is Amanda Brabitz of Schuyler High School. Amanda is a 4.0 student who participates in softball, basketball, soccer, and music. She has received academic All-State honors in softball, basketball, and soccer, while also earning honorable mention All-State accolades in soccer. A member of the Student Council, Amanda is Vice President of Future Farmers of America and Co-President of the S Club. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Brabitz. Tim Dvorak of Grand Island Central Catholic. Tim maintains a 3.98 grade point average while participating in football, golf, play production, speech, journalism, and music. An academic All-State selection in football and golf, Tim qualified for the 2007 NSAA Class C1 State Speech Championships in entertainment and extemporaneous speaking. In music, he has also earned superior ratings in show choir at the NSAA District Music Contest. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Dvorak. Next is Gabe Jefferson of Lincoln Southeast High School. Gabe carries a 3.94 grade point average while participating in basketball, track and field, and music. He has received academic All-State recognition in basketball and track and field, while earning Lincoln Southeast Scholar Athlete honors the last 2 years. Gabe serves his school as a member of Southeast Campus Life Committee, as well as Student Council Treasurer and Fellowship of Christian Athletes Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabe Jefferson. Callie McClintock of Clarkson High School. Callie is a 3.75 student who participates in volleyball, basketball, track and field, play production, and journalism. She earned an Outstanding Performance Award at the 2007 NSAA State Play Production Championships as a member of Clarkson's Class C2 State Championship winning cast. Callie was named Honorable Mention All-Conference Volleyball and is a medalist in the long jump at the NSAA District Track and Field Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, Callie McClintock. Our next recipient is Cassie Olson of McCook High School. Cassie is a 4.0 student who participates in swimming and diving, tennis, and journalism. She placed first in Class B in depth news writing and infographic, and was the overall state champion in newspaper design at the 2007 NSAA State Journalism Championships. An academic all-conference selection in tennis, Cassie is also Student Council President and a member of the National Honor Society. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassie Olson. Laura Sheldall of Arlington High School. Laura is a 4.0 student who participates in cross-country, play production, speech, and music. She has earned NSAA Academic All-State Honors in cross-country and is a Nebraska Ambassador of Music Award winner. Laura is a member of the National Honor Society, Who's Who among American high school students, and Arlington's Quiz Bowl team. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Sheldall. Our final honoree is Catherine Tran of Omaha Duchesne Academy. Catherine is a 4.0 student who participates in tennis, speech, and music. She has earned superior ratings at the 2005, 2006, and 2007 NSAA District Music Contest and was a 2007 NSAA state speech qualifier in informative public speaking. Catherine works in the Big Sister, Little Sister program and as an Anti-Defamation League delegate, while also serving as a writer and voice talent for the KVSS We're Not Afraid teen radio show. Ladies and gentlemen, Catherine Tran. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more round of applause to the 2007-2008 Believers and Achievers, the future leaders of Nebraska.
And congratulations to all of those exceptional student athletes who were awarded this year's Believers and Achievers Award. We are at halftime of the Class B championship. There's no score. We'll be back with a look at some highlights if we can find a couple when we come back.
Some people tell me it's just a game, but it's more than that, at least to me. It's years of playing catch with my dad and friends in the backyard. It's a drawer full of jerseys and a lifetime of loving the game.
The Nebraska Public Power District congratulates every player and coach who plays the game safely, with spirit, integrity, and pride. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. Across Nebraska, the nation, and everywhere in between, U.S. Bank provides financial, trust, and investment services to individuals, large corporations, and small businesses. Wherever you go, whether it's in person, on the phone, or on the World Wide Web, you'll find U.S. Bank. You'll find more than 50,000 U.S. bankers, home of the 5-star service guarantee.
Back at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln for the Class B State High School battle between Crete and McCook. No score at the halftime. Let's take a look at some of the defensive highlights, because we certainly had plenty defensive highlights. And begin with Leverson coming up and laying a pot. But both of these teams, they just played terrific defense in the first half.
Yeah, you look at the numbers as we see a great hit right there and a good assist there. Chuck McGinnis, the coach, giving that little hook there. And
Sam Frazier on the stop.
Again, but you know, you look at the numbers, and here it is again. Good defense. Good flow to the ball by McCook.
Here's Schliemann. What a first half Schliemann had.
Matchup there of Schliemann and Leverson. And again, there's a great job in the open field by Eric Rippon. Brady too. And pickoff right there. One of the 2 turnovers that Crete committed in that first half.
Let's go down to the field with John Bishop. John.
Admiring the highlights. It was all defensive highlights. Not a surprise, though.
That's right. Both defenses are playing well, and we just got to figure out a way to move the ball consistently.
They've been doing a good job, even when you have had guys out in space, of making good one-on-one plays. You just keep trying to do that same thing and hope that someone misses?
Yeah, they're a good tackling defense, and so are we, and you're seeing that tonight. Both groups are playing extremely well.
You've used special teams in the past. You think you can break one on special teams to do something here tonight?
Boy, I sure hope so.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thanks, John. Chuck McGinnis, hopeful anyway for the second half. Let's take a look at the first half stats, and you'll see it was a defensive battle. Wow, a total yards between the two teams, 110.
You know, Larry, give me some time, and I can count up the numbers on my hands and feet right there.
Oh.
Pretty short, but we talked about it, defense all the way. The number you don't see up there is the average per play for each team. Crete averaging 1.9 and McCook 2.4 yards per play. And the only thing a little bit different there untoward is that Crete gave it up twice. They had an interception and also lost a fumble, but McCook not able to capitalize on either one of those. And McCook, we should add, guys, had the short field on each of those plays.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, the 2007 NSAA football championships are being carried live over the internet, so if you have friends or family who don't have access to NET, have them log on to Nebraska or netnebraska.org and click the live webcast tab to enjoy the football championships right on their computer. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. A great service provided by NET. It doesn't matter where your friends and family are. In fact, we just got an email from Doc. It says, good morning. My time is 10:50 Sunday morning. I wanted to let you gentlemen know that I'm very appreciative of having today's game streamed live over the web. I just hope we have a good game. Thank you, and go Bison. Very respectfully, Tyler Hayes, leading petty officer, Marine Corps Air Station in Okinawa, Japan. Wow.
That's amazing.
Well, Tyler Hayes, we are thrilled that you're joining us on the live web stream at 10:50 Sunday morning in Okinawa.
I sure hope they had a donut shop available for him to enjoy a cup of coffee and a donut.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a Bison fan, and we're underway. The Bison will have it to start things off here in this second half. And a little crease there, and squeezing through there and taking it out is Matt Berry to about the 32-yard line. Matt Berry gets up a little slowly.
It's not what you want to see if you're a Bison fan right there. It's number 5 getting up slow.
Absolutely not. Well, Matt Berry, Jr., 5'10", has done a terrific job of guiding this team throughout the season, including that 3-week stretch earlier this year. As Coach told us earlier today, he was injured, had a injured hand,
broken left hand.
Broken left hand, couldn't throw for 3 straight weeks. All he did was hand off, and they continued to win. They'll keep it this time. Finds a little room off that left side, and a gain of about 5 or 6.
Getting up slow again. Let's keep our eye out on that. Now he's limping a little bit too, guys. Tough it out, though.
I tell you, falling in a long line of some good McCook quarterbacks. He's only a junior, guys. He's got some good days ahead of him. Cutting his teeth here in the finals as a junior.
So 2nd down and 5 for Matt Berry and the Bison offense. He drops back to throw. There's some pressure, flips it out there. He's got a man wide open, but it's going to be picked off. Leverson is there, and John Leverson gives Crete the first break of the second half. Crete will have it in terrific field position.
Pressure coming from Crete on that left side. Watch the pressure right up there.
Way late on the delivery. He was open a good 2-3 seconds before Berry decided to deliver the football. If he delivers that football on the break, that's easy pitch and catch.
Good read reaction though by Leverson. The 6th interception of the year for John Leverson.
Let's see what Chuck McGinnis has in store now for this Crete offense. It'll be Leverson trying to get outside. Leverson bottled up and caged up after a gain of about 2 yards.
I'll tell you, this is not for the faint of heart. There's some hitting going on down there and some very good sheer tackling.
And one more time, Schliemann was there. Chris Schliemann, who's had a terrific evening. And every time it looks like Leverson might get the corner, that speed of McCook is there to meet him.
Both teams have that ability, Larry, that catch-up ability, recovery ability.
2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2. The quick give right up the middle, and some room there for Marcus Smith, who bangs his way near a first down and try to get down to about the 40 is what he needs for the first. Just shy of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, Shane Renner and Brandon Spady and Han Chu up front there. McCook's alignment, they're spacing those tackles out, Damon, quite a ways, and relying on the linebackers to cover that area and giving easy down blocks for those people up front.
Yeah, both A-gaps were responsible by those insides.
Full backfield, Marcus Smith along with Walkenfuss and Florindo. The give one more time to Marcus Smith, and this time Marcus inside the 40-yard line, and that will be good enough for a Crete first down.
And the adjustment that that Crete has made is now the center is getting off right now to backer. They're not bothering with the scoop and the double team to get to the 2nd level. Center's coming off right now on the play side backer.
So 1st down and 10 at the 39 of McCook. After the turnover, Crete has picked up a first down. In motion goes Gamble. The give again, Marcus Smith, and they're going to try to ride Smith right up the middle. And earlier today, we talked with the head coach about his star fullback.
Marcus he's a beast in the middle on both sides for us. At fullback, he's a punishing runner, a great blocker for us. And defensively, we try to funnel everything to him, and he does a great job on defense.
Marcus Smith has a visit scheduled with Iowa State, getting some interest from UNO, Northwest Missouri State University. He will certainly play somewhere next year. Bobbled by Leverson, bobbled again, and it's on the ground again, and Leverson rips it out of there. Boy, it looked like Leverson dove on the pile late, but was able to wrestle the ball away and keep it for the...
You never want to give up in that situation, and he got in there and fought for the ball. You see him checking the hand out here. Ball, I think, hit Smith. A little bit of a tap on Smith there, and then he fights for the ball, and Jeff Graver, the referee, very quickly signals down 3. Crete retains possession.
And it is 3rd down and 12, ball on the 41. Leverson back to throw. The hook drops in coverage over the middle. Nice grab and a catch inside the 10-yard line. First down by Walkenfuss, who had motioned out of the backfield, and he's in deep in McCook territory.
Yeah, McCook, Damon, had dropped into coverage, just a 3-man rush on that last play. And they drop into coverage, and Leverson able to fit it in here somehow.
And not a lot of room here in delivering that football in front of the safety and not just outside the outstretched arm of the corner. Only place he could really put that ball. That was a skinny post.
Throw. So Cody Walkenfuss gives Crete hope inside the 10-yard line of the Bison. And they give, battling down near the 2-yard line is Florindo. Bring up 2nd down and goal from inside the 3 for the Cardinals.
Florindo just going to battle up here, trying to work to the outside. That's all shut down by McCook, and sees that daylight up front.
Walkenfuss now back in the backfield. Leverson will keep it and try to get in there. And they're going to say Leverson was down. It looked like he was riding along the back of one of the defenders and squirted across the goal line, but they'll say he was down before he got in. So that will bring up 3rd down from the 1.
Good shot in the end zone, guys. And
boy, that was
lost the ball.
Very close.
Yeah.
Everybody likes that little follow me where that fullback leads up through and the quarterback cuts up right behind him.
3rd and 1. Touchdown, Crete. Marcus Smith.
And all set up by the turnover. Leverson in on that interception. And Chuck McGinnis talked about a turnover being a big play, or a big play in the game being a turnover, I should say. And we've seen that happen here as Crete finally cracks the ice here.
So now on for the extra point try is Jordan Peterson. And he knocks it through, and that'll give Crete a 7-0 lead. So the Cardinals strike first here in the Class B state championship game on the strength of Marcus Smith, who dives in for the touchdown.
I like how he took that handoff with his head up, looking for daylight, not looking to get buried behind that surge. He's trying to see the crease and be the crease.
He's done it 11 times before this fall, Marcus Smith. And number 12 is a big one right here in the state championship game. Chuck McGinnis feeling a little bit relieved, but knows full well that there's still a lot of football to be played against a very good McCook Bison football team with 6:56 left here in the 3rd.
Well, we have a winner for our first trivia question of the night. Which current Class B school has the most appearances in the state playoffs, and how many times has that school made it to the postseason? Well, Jason Bishop of Grant, Nebraska knew that the answer was Pius X. They've made 22 trips to the state playoffs, and incidentally, McCook not far behind with this trip this year. They are at 21. So Pius, which did not make the playoffs this year, leads Class B schools with the 22. Oh, hey, let's test your NSAA football knowledge one more time with a second trivia question. Be the first person to email the correct answer to this question, and you'll receive an NET Sports logo cap and an NET Sports athletic gray t-shirt size extra large. So the next question is, which current Class B school has the most consecutive appearances in the state playoffs, and how many consecutive times has that school made it into the postseason? Email your answer to sports@netnebraska.org. can win that prize package.
Larry, one of those Pius trips here occurred in 2004, and they played this very McCook team, and Pius won that ball game, and that was a great football game. My goodness.
Wow. Yeah, I talked with
tough one.
Talked earlier this week with Jeff Gross about that game and asked him if he looked back on it now, what he gleans from that, as many people call it one of the best playoff games ever. And he said, I just remember that there were two teams that never gave up.
Right.
Both teams scored late to take leads, and it was just Pius that scored last.
Tim Aylward's Pius team ended up winning that ball game 14-9 as we get back underway here on the kick.
So Matt Berry will bring that out to about the 22, and now the Bison will try to answer the first score of the game by the Cardinals of Crete. That first touchdown coming off of the interception thrown by Matt Berry. John Leverson pulled it in and then led his team 50 yards downfield for the first and only score of this Class B championship contest. So Matt Berry under center now. He'll give to his fullback, and Sam Frazier busts out there for a gain of about 6, and that'll bring up a second down. Sam Frazier, one of the Fraziers that have been playing for McCook for so long. Of course, his brother, Stuart Frazier, plays at UNO. In fact, both wear number 45, both playing for unbeaten teams, both into the postseason. And the pitch outside, but what a wrap there, and outside is Trevor Florindo from that right corner spot coming up to make the stop. It'll bring up 3rd and short.
Excuse me, Adrian, you got to think that Weezer would love to have that one over again. He kind of misread the stock block out there and just got to cut that thing up here. He's got a little window. He's got to get up the field right now. Chooses to bounce it outside. And wasn't really real strong going into contact right there.
Well, and again, we've seen disciplined football from both sides, and Crete showing great discipline right there. Again, playing their responsibilities, doing their job, not worried about doing someone else's job.
3rd and short to give to Weezer. Weezer stacked up there, and one more time in there for the Crete Cardinals is Shane Rinner from that nose guard spot, and this will be close. We will have a measurement.
Had to get it just past the 33, about the 32-yard line. They got it.
Based on that spot, it is a first down. So the Bison now on the move. That's just an amazing record the McCook Bison have put together. 73-3 since 2001.
A little Nebraska-esque.
Wow. Phenomenal. When you take a look at the teams they lost to, they were quality teams. Scott, Pius, and last year to Crete. And McCook just wins the games it's supposed to. That snapped right into the legs and the back of the man in motion coming across the set.
Larry, remember how we talked about that play, a form of that play being based on timing and speed, and there you see what a little miscue in the timing of the play can happen. You get a dead play on that, as we'll see there right now. There's a motion man coming through, and
right into the leg of Andrew Wright.
A little miscommunication between the quarterback and center right there. You got to let the motion clear.
McCook very fortunate that ball didn't go over to the white shirts there, the Crete Cardinals.
Oh, second down, we have flags.
It cost McCook again.
Yep. Well, when you're in a defensive struggle and the defenses continue to make plays, the last thing you need is to hurt yourself, and that's what McCook has done now on back-to-back plays, and you saw the frustrated Jeff Gross as he looked on.
You know, he has a situation in McCook, Nebraska that is perhaps an ideal situation in terms of athletics and coaching possibilities and facilities and whatnot. His program trickles all the way down into the 5th and 6th grade, and I mean, they just continue to develop people, and it's a great program. Tip your hat to Jeff and the staff.
Second down, 16 after the penalty. Back to passes. Berry rolls right. A left-handed toss out there and completed out there to Wrights, and Wrights down to the 50-yard line.
Conceptually, nice play right there. They They ran a little out route. They ran the wheel behind it and then the post. They got 3 receivers out there occupying 2 defenders. You know, Berry bought himself some time. Nice delivery, good pitch and catch right there. As you see the post corner come open a little bit late as well.
But what you also saw is number 12 slip and fall just as he was making his way over in that area. John Leverson, cat-like quickness as we go to the next play here.
Berry now pulls it down and keeps himself. Berry's got some room and he's got speed down the far sideline, makes a move on Leverson, and Leverson, who fell for the move, was able to stick the right hand out there and knock down Berry, but a big gain inside the 20, 30 yards on the carry for Matt Berry.
You know, he's not very big at all, 160 pounds, but you talk about quickness, he has got it. And he got out to this right side. Watch him here. Sets up in that pass
great
mode.
Kick out block by the left guard.
And also, I believe it was 45 Frazier. A great block there, and almost a potential face problem right there. But McCook on the move, as you said, Larry.
They give up the middle. Weezer has some room, and he pounds up there behind the blocking of Sam Frazier down inside the 15. So McCook now starting to move the ball. Both teams coming out of the halftime and putting together a drive.
Interesting running style here by Weezer. He's fairly upright. Almost looks like he's tiptoeing a little bit, but all the while he's still chewing up ground. He's a little bit of a high stepper.
Looking for that little sliver that he can cut to.
Weezer and Frazier in the backfield once again. And a quick give to Frazier. Frazier down inside the 5-yard line and enough for a first down. Sam Frazier for the Bison.
When you get in the rhythm as an offense, you start to call the plays much quicker, as you already see Coach Gross running in the next play, because you get that defense on their heels a little bit, and you're coming off the ball, and you get a defense that's back there catching.
Bison starting to find a groove.
That Crete touchdown woke up a demon or two in the McCook offense, and they have moved it. They started this drive at the 22-yard line.
So first and goal for McCook from the 5. Berry on the give to Weezer, and Weezer falls forward inside the 5, gain of about 1, down to the 4.
Nice time blitz by those outside linebackers from Crete. They ran a little exit stunt, squeezed the gap a little bit, really cut down the effectiveness of that off tackle play.
Berry over there getting instruction from Jeff Gross for this next play here. 2 new personnel into the ball game.
There's a look at the junior Matt Berry. Second down, trips right.
Lead dive by Berry.
And Berry will follows Frazier right into the hole, and he's just shy of the end zone. It will bring up 3rd down, and he must be about 6 inches from the goal line.
And again, going to go check with Jeff Gross for the next play. Defense spread out here by the formation of McCook. As Larry called it, the trips right, spreads that secondary out,
Renner
creates a lane then for Berry.
Renner one more time. So 3rd down and 1. Inside a minute and a half left in this 3rd quarter. McCook fumble on the ground. He puts it on the turf. Did he fall on top of his own fumble? He did. So back on top of it is Berry after the mixed exchange, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Decision time here. You think you might be able to find your way back down this deep again, or you go ahead and go for it and let your defense play football if you don't get it back?
Where are they spotting the football? About the 3?
About the 3.
That's one of those that falls right between your legs, and you squeeze the knees together and pull it back in.
This is a tough one, gang, I will admit.
Looks like he's made up his mind. He's going.
Fourth and goal to go from the 3. Frazier, Weezer in the backfield.
I'll run a little bootleg here or something.
On the option. Tossed out, fumble on the ground. Crete recovers. That Crete defense buckles up and stops the Bison.
Trying to run option play left side, as you saw. The pitch a little bit beyond the outstretched hands of Weezer on the play. Frazier trying to get out there and lead the blocking, but we'll see it again. Berry, ball just a little bit out front, Damon, and as a pitch man, a position you've occupied a number of times, You got to have that ball right there where you can handle it in front of you, and that one's just a little bit of it.
Looked like a ball Weezer maybe should have handled, but there wasn't going to be a whole lot of business to be done if he even makes that pitch. Excellent job by Crete of staying at home.
Well, the Bison turn it over on downs, and the Cardinals go right back to the ground. Pounding off that right side is Walkenfuss, and Walkenfuss good for a gain of 11 and a first down.
It's amazing how quick the pendulum's swinging this game as we take a look at the replay here. Just a little lead power.
I tell you, look at the blocking though. Again, you talk about people like Dakota Thiem making that first block and springing him up inside, and then the offside guard coming over, Shane Renner. That's what makes it all go.
So time runs out of the third quarter. McCook turned away on a golden opportunity deep in Crete territory. That Cardinal defense has been stiff. And through 3 quarters, it's the Cardinals on top of the Bison, 7-0.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest.
The headaches were changing my daily routine.
Migraines caused Karen to see a neurologist who recommended a prescription.
I didn't want the drugs, and that's when she said to start walking. And so I started walking, and I haven't had a headache since. I'm a lot healthier than I was, and I can accomplish a lot more because I feel better. I just let Blue Cross Blue Shield know that I was living proof that walking does work.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
The blues are good for you.
NET Sports coverage of the 2007 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. By the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. And by U.S. Bank. Wherever you go, you'll find us. We're 12 minutes away from crowning a state champion Class B, and right now Crete on top of McCook as we head to the fourth quarter. And before that, let's go down to the field to John.
Well, so far so good as far as injuries are concerned. They are keeping a close eye on Joe Vetrovsky, who has had his hand retaped, had a laceration to his hand. Just practiced a couple of deep snaps here just a moment ago. He seems to be okay. Hard-hitting game, hard defensive game, but so far so good on the injury front as we head to the final quarter.
Thank you very much, John. 12 minutes remaining. 7-0 Crete. Crete with the ball. And they give up the middle one more time, and a great run by Smith again. Marcus Smith. I say a great run, relatively speaking, compared to the rest of the game, because a 7-yard run at this point seems like a pretty big offensive output for either one of these teams.
Well, that was his 11th carry in the ball game, guys. At 23, what did he pick up, Larry? About 7?
8, 7, and 8. Make it 2nd down and 2.
Up over 30 yards.
And both teams with a couple of turnovers in the game. The last one very costly for the Bison as Crete took it in. A deep give this time to Florindo, and Florindo into the line, and he's out near a first down, out past the 31-yard line. Needs to get to the 32 for a first. We'll see where they spot it. It looks like where they put it, it'll be good enough for a first down, and it is first down for the Cardinals. And neither one of these teams has really made the big play that you might expect. We thought big plays from Leverson and the athleticism of this Crete Cardinal offense, or the McCook offense for that matter. It's been a grinded out kind of game for the only points on the board. Leverson, flag on the play. Receiver takes it around the left side. And Leverson with a short gain. And let's See what Jeff Graver has to say as he checks on the flag. Damon saw the procedure. He saw the same thing. So that'll back up the Cardinals. Look at Chuck McGinnis in his 9th year with the Crete Cardinals. 16th year overall as a head coach. He led the Cardinals to the state championship last year and now trying to win it in back-to-back years.
Beat Alcorn last year in the finals, 28-14.
So we're in the 4th quarter of this Class B state championship game. Cardinals on top 7-0 over the Bison, along with Adrian Fiala, Damon Benning, John Bishop down in the field. I'm Larry Putney. And the Cardinals give and stop. Smith just dropped there, and they'll say he was down before the ball popped loose. So it brings up a long 2nd down.
Sammy Frazier.
Your guy Frazier here, Damon, watch him uncovered. He just stepped up, plugged that A gap, and came on in.
Oh, so that quick whistle, that ball might have been out.
Very close. So 2nd down and 16 for the Cardinals. John Leverson under center. Marcus Smith, Walkenfuss, and Florindo behind him. He pulls it out of there and drugged down from behind. Ball goes on the turf.
That's Crete. Let's
see who got on top of it.
On it.
There was one white jersey in there with about 3 red. Let's see who got it.
Oh, the one.
And the
that's
one
Renter. Well, how about that?
Got on it.
Chris Schliemann. Have we said that name at all tonight?
Once or twice.
He's the guy that made the hit and caused the fumble right there. Number 36.
Well, how did
out.
McCook not come up with this one? Renter. Oh.
Boy, Renner just wanted a little more of that pile, it looked like.
He's a tough, hard-nosed kid, and he went after it, got it.
So Crete dodges the bullet, brings up 3rd and 18 in the give for Walkenfuss, and he gets some yards, but not nearly enough for a first. That'll bring up a 4th down, and that'll put the Cardinals in a punting situation.
But that probably improved field position or defensive field position by 10 to 15 yards. We'll see how the punt comes out, but at least the opportunity is there with that run to pin them back, pin McCook back a little bit further than what it might have happened had he not made that run.
And so Crete will punt it away. Barry and Wright's back deep, and there's that running kick of Micah Martin. Makes a very good bounce for Crete. Picked up down there by Barry, and he's pushed out of bounds. Well, NET Sports presents the story of Nebraska volleyball and Dream Like a Champion, premiering Tuesday, December 4th at 8 p.m. on NET1 and NET-HD. You can see how Terry Pettit's visionary leadership and John Cook's competitive spirit helped to raise Nebraska volleyball to new heights. Follow the Husker team on their run for a national championship, ending with a dream win last December at the NCAA Championships in Omaha. Watch Dream Like a Champion. Mark your calendar for Tuesday, December 4th at 8 p.m. on NET1 and NET-HD. You won't want to miss this special tribute to the success of Nebraska volleyball. Dream Like a Champion is a special documentary presentation produced by NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. Looking forward to seeing that myself. December 4th.
Get a chance to see that up close and personal a couple times a week.
Right. That's exactly right, and then it's fun to watch. So the Bison now take over. Matt Berry back in there under center. He gives to his fullback Frazier, and Frazier tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. A gain of maybe 1. As the clock ticks inside, 9 minutes left in the game.
Hard to believe that you could hand tackle Frazier, and that's exactly what Dylan Gamble did on the play, number 18. I mean, just one hand brought him down. That's just a guy like Frazier is a tough, hard runner. There he is.
2nd down and 8. Barry rolls to his left. Barry breaks 1 tackle. Stretches it out. He gets out to about the 28-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down for the Bison.
Watch Florendo here is going to come up. Trevor Florendo works off the block. I don't know if I've seen this short a tackling in a football game as I have tonight. It's been a long while since I've seen this sort of tackling at the high school level.
Good to know they still tackle like that in the state of Nebraska.
Fundamental.
3rd down and 4 from the 28 for the Bison. We're about getting near the midpoint of the 4th quarter and starting to be big for the Bison as they go up top. Wide open out there and pulled in. Sellers, Tyrone Sellers with the grab inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line.
It's the first real mention of his name tonight on the offensive end. He's done a real good job as an inline blocker tonight on the line of scrimmage, but first time we've called his name as a pass receiver. My best man against your best man in isolation out here as we take a look at the replay.
Barry got popped.
Big hit after it.
Able to stand and make a play here. Look at the concentration. That's outstanding.
Micah Harvin on the coverage right there, a senior linebacker. And he kind of lost his way. He drifted to the inside, the ball thrown to the outside.
Immediate vertical is trouble again. And
ball put on the turf again. And Barry reaches down to pick it up, and as he does, busting through there is Jeff Castro for the Cardinals with the tackle.
We take quarterback center exchanges for granted, but McCook has struggled with that fundamental part of the game.
A lot of uncharacteristic mistakes we're seeing here.
I just think if they want to score and have a shot at a big play here, they have got to take a look at that matchup that they're getting out of the slot, where that outside linebacker is giving a free release to that number 2 receiver. I just think they can work him up the hash before that safety can get there.
Well, the play clock running down, and we're going to have a delay of game called on the Bison. So back-to-back mistakes again, and as we just talked about, uncharacteristic mistakes, another one by McCook.
The thing that makes a coach just roll is the dead play, and now we've seen 2 of them.
There's the head coach of the McCook Bison, Jeff Gross, in his 10th year, an amazing record with the Bison, 98-18. That after he got off to a 28-15 start. And you heard us talk earlier about the 73-3 record over the last 5 years. 2nd down, 18 now. Back to pass is Barry. He goes up top again. He's got a man out there. And touchdown! One more time, right back to Sellers. Pulls it in for the touchdown.
And right back against Micah Marvin, that is not able to cover Tyrone Sellers. And guys, we heard about him. We heard about him a great deal, as a matter of fact. He came in with 13 receptions, and 5 of those had gone for touchdowns, so make it 15-6 now. Great work there, David.
This is by design. They want him isolated. He's right up the seam, the inside receiver. It's just a tough matchup. You got no help over there. The safety went with the pump fake away from strength, and then you got Sellers one-on-one.
A bit of a mismatch as the kick goes up, and
that'll tie it up.
Good.
So McCook answers the Crete touchdown with a long touchdown pass to Tyrone Sellers. There's a good look at Sellers. He's already been offered a scholarship in just his junior year to Kansas State, and will have many more offers if plays like this continue to happen.
See Barry on the long run right here, and on the touchdown pass, he pump fake to the right side and then comes back after Sellers again by Micah Marvin.
Well, we have a winner for our last trivia question of the night. Which current Class B school has the most consecutive appearances in the state playoffs, and how many consecutive times has that school made it to the postseason? Ken Dumont of Wahoo had the correct answer. It's Elkhorn. They have 13 consecutive appearances at state, and it's an ongoing streak. 95 through this year, 2007. In case you're wondering, Crete is second among Class B schools with 10 consecutive trips into the state playoffs from 1998 through 2007. So congratulations to Ken Dumont of Wahoo. Thanks for emailing in your answer. So all even at 7 now. 6:32 left in the contest. And the Bison will kick it off to the Cardinals. A squib kick along the ground. Picked up by the up man. Brought back to about the 28-yard line.
Looked like Conway out there, T.J. Conway. He didn't waste any time. Picked up that squibber and headed upfield. Got it close to the 30.
A big touchdown pass by the Bison, answering that Cardinal touchdown. Now let's see what John Leverson and the Cards can put together. All even at 7, fourth quarter. Full backfield for Leverson. On the give. It's Florindo with a gain of about 4.
Crete has fumbled the football 4 times today. We'll see it again here as Smith is going to get hit, or check it, Florindo. Smith out there leading the blocking, but they fumbled 4 times, have lost 1, and right now ball security obviously paramount for this Cardinal team.
Second down and 5. And Leverson back to pass, looks over the middle, and the catch made by his back out of the backfield. Is that it?
Gamble.
Is
Dylan Gamble, I believe.
Gamble. So a first down for the Cardinals. First and 10 at the 45 for the Cardinals. Smith, Walkenfuss, and Florindo in the backfield. That'll be given to Walkenfuss, who puts the head down and barrels forward for about 3 out near midfield. At about the 49-yard line. A gain of 3.
I'm sure we're all surprised up here in the booth that this one's coming down to the wire here. 2 well-coached ball clubs playing extremely hard out there.
Saw that happen earlier today, and seeing it happen again here tonight.
Leverson drops back to pass, has Gamble again, tipped right into the hands of Gamble, down to the 35-yard line.
Pass from Leverson is complete to Dylan
Aaron
Gamble.
Rupert, I beg your pardon, was the Bison player who just about got his mitts on it here. Again, it looked like a running play, then he just pops back up. There's Rupert right there, and just off his hands. That, my friends, is a great job of catching the football by Dylan Gamble.
Terrific concentration by Gamble, who plays point guard on the basketball team for the Cardinals. Leverson now with the keep, tries right side, and he's stacked up. Still tough sledding for John Leverson. Inside now, 4.5 to go in the contest, all even at 7, McCook and Crete.
Cook's done a good job of not having Leverson be the guy to beat him necessarily. You know, they've tried to take him out of the game to the best of their ability as much as a quarterback can be taken out of the game. He's yet to really capitalize on the big play.
Give to his fullback, Marcus Smith, and Smith spinning, twisting for a couple of yards. And gets it inside the 30-yard line.
And once again, I think we need to talk about field goal possibilities here, David.
Getting in that area.
Jordan Peterson is the kicker for Crete, 2 for 3 on the year. Longest, however, 37 yards, so they're still out beyond his range.
Looking at another 10 yards at least to have a. That wind's picking up pretty good too, and it's a crosswind at that.
So 3rd down and 4. Leverson, the quick give again. Spinning is Marcus Smith, trying to get to the 25. It looks like he'll be marked at about the 26-yard line, which would be just short of a first down. It'll bring up 4th and 1.
It's a short one. As Crete brings in that power formation. A couple big backs come in the game.
So the Cards will go on 4th and 1 inside 3 minutes now. The Class B championship, Crete and McCook all even at 7 apiece. And John Leverson will take a timeout. First First time out for Crete.
If you're Coach Gross right now, you've got to be going over with your team right now how to get lined up against an unbalanced look. That's been a formation that's dealt you fits a couple of times tonight, and Crete might have tried to come over the ball quickly and get lined up and get the ball snapped before you have a chance to get lined up.
Well, you remember that play where they switched the offensive line and they went unbalanced. They just juxtaposed the linemen and then went on a quick snap, and I think that's kind of what they had in mind that last play there, but just could not put it together in time. There was 12 seconds left on the clock, and Leverson alertly calls a timeout.
I'll get all the inside information on the Huskers after the Colorado game on Big Red Wrap-Up, Tuesday, November 27th, live at 7 p.m. It's a complete review of the game with highlights, analysis, discussion, and also the latest recruiting news with Husker Illustrated's Sean Callahan. Join Adrian and Kevin Kugler for the next Big Red Wrap-Up. That's Tuesday, November 27th, right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports. As the Crete Cardinals break the huddle and head back out into the field for a crucial 4th and 1 inside 3 minutes. 2:51 left in the contest. Crete, off of the interception of McCook, scored first. Went up 7-0. McCook drove the length to tie it back up at 7. A big shift.
Yep, there's the
unbalanced again. And they'll go that side. And Marcus Smith with it. Marcus Smith breaks a tackle and drags 2 more down inside the 20. The ball popped loose, but they say he was down first. First down, Cardinals.
It's what they wanted to do. Just didn't have enough time to get it done with the amount of time remaining on the play clock before. So they alertly call that timeout. Have enough time this time to, again, just switch the positions and pick this play up. This play usually good as you watch Smith just bruising people as he's going along.
So first down and 10 now from the 19. Leverson with the keep. Leverson has some room. He's down inside the 15, inside at about the 12-yard line. Make it a gain of about 8 for Leverson.
They've got just a couple of yards to go to pick up a first down. They're going to be judicious here, I would think. They don't want to leave a lot of time left on that clock.
Leverson came into this year with 5 new starters in front of him along that offensive line, and what a great job by Chuck McGinnis to get these guys playing well and get them back to a state title game with 5 new offensive linemen. Some great skill players as Leverson gives it off to one of them, and that's Marcus Smith. He takes it inside the 10. Should be enough for a first down.
It should be, Larry. The head linesman has his foot down just on that 9-yard marker down there, that hash mark. It is a first down. So first and goal at the 9.
Cardinals moving the ball effectively now here late in the game. It's even at 7 apiece. 1:42 to go. Jeff Gross looks on. It's now a matter of will inside the 10. First and goal. 1:30 now. Leverson under center. Leverson keeps it. A gain of 1. He just has not been able to get going tonight. McCook has followed him and shadowed him all over the field.
Prior to that carry, 12 carries, 33 yards. Name it.
He's done a real good job of managing the game, though. They're obviously going to try to bottle and contain him as best they can, but he's done a real good job of taking care of the football and kind of just orchestrating what's going on out here tonight.
And nobody really has stepped up in terms of big numbers, and you would expect that with the defensive battle and struggle that's going on tonight. The leading rusher for Crete is Marcus Smith, 15 carries, 47 yards. And the leading rusher from McCook is Matt Berry, their quarterback, 14 carries for 41 yards.
You saw a shot there of Jordan Peterson, the kicker for the Crete Cardinals, and there he is again, who just had a player come up and give him a big slap on the shoulder as if to say, go get him, kid. NET has been delivering exciting sports action into your living room for many years. Now you can join the Sports Partners Club to ensure that your favorite sports programs continue. To learn how to become a charter member of the Sports Partners Club, log on to netnebraska.org/sports, and you can receive a charter member gift certificate, a duffel bag, and a poster of the famous Matt Davison catch. Help us deliver inspiring sports action by supporting the NET Sports Partners Club. Log on to netnebraska.org/sports. Second down and 8. Leverson on the key, pitches outside, Walkenfoos, and Walkenfoos wrapped up at about the 6-yard line.
I think now you see a play come back to the left side to center it up. You talked about Jordan Peterson as we watch this play.
Walkenfoos cut this up immediately.
That pitch right on the money.
South.
And McCook takes another timeout to preserve clock, assuming a field goal attempt.
Larry, you talked about Jordan Peterson. Took a quick look. He's a sophomore. And what a position to be in as a sophomore.
34 of 37 in extra points, but the more pertinent stat is 2 for 3 on the year from field goal range, his long of 37. There's a look at Peterson.
They're going to try to get that ball centered up, and it will be much like an extra point try if indeed that try comes up. Of course, they're going to try to.
Damon, you were a kicker. What do you want to be talked to here? You know what you did?
That was Byron Bennett.
Okay, gotcha.
John, you down there?
You know, guys, one of the things that Pierce had this afternoon that Crete does not is one of those kicking nets. Peterson just pacing the sidelines, not really getting warmed up, and it's getting pretty chilly down here. Keep an eye if he has to come in, if he's going to be ready to go.
Great observation. 3rd down and 6. Leverson will keep. He pulls out left. He'll pitch it out there, and drugged down from behind is Florendo. Nice play once again, and you see that speed sideline to sideline on McCook.
That lost a couple of yards.
Well, he gets a big hug on his way out there.
No gimmies here with the snap and hold here at this level either. A lot can go wrong here.
You know, guys, it's interesting, guys, real quick. They ran that play to the left. There is a crosswind down here on the field that is blowing from east to west. So it's blowing from the kicker's right to left. So essentially he's going to be kicking into that wind of sorts. So they're taking a tougher angle. And of course, remember in high school ball, those hash marks are a little bit wider. So we'll see how they set up on this kick.
And the goalposts a little bit narrower, John. Good point.
Yep.
I really am surprised at the play. I thought they would just, run something right off tackle, try to put that ball right down there on that 3-yard marker, the extra point marker, and go from there. But here we go.
Well, the Bison used their final time out there to stop the clock, so they would have some time remaining to do something. And so now on to try the kick is Jordan Peterson, a 5'8", 130-pound sophomore.
Got to have a good snap. We saw that was a problem earlier.
Snapper is Brandt. Holder is Gamble. Kick is down. It's up, and it is
no good.
No good.
Just wide right. Pushed just to the right.
Chuck McGinnis, a little disbelief right there, and now McCook will take over.
So 53 seconds left, and we may have, for the second time today, overtime. Earlier today in Class C1, the game goes overtime, and in the first overtime, Wahoo Newman is upset.
Let's second guess, look behind. Do you think Coach McGinnis looks at that play and says, I think we should have centered it up and gone that direction? I think that probably would be the outcome of that.
Well, ball now at the 20-yard line as they move it out after the kick. Knocked down in the backfield is Barry. And the clock will continue to tick. Let's see if Crete is thinking about a timeout, and they are. McGinnis takes a timeout there to stop the clock and see if he can get the ball back for his offense before time runs out. There's Chuck McGinnis. Either that, he may second guess it, but he also might be thinking, it's a certain level of confidence you have to have in a kicker, and a sophomore in a big stage like this, walking out of the field, he might have thought they needed to go for the touchdown, and obviously put him in a little bit more precarious situation in the process. Are you enjoying our statewide coverage of the NSAA High School Football Championships? We'd love to hear from you. Send us your comments at sports@netnebraska.org or write us, NET Sports, 1800 North 33rd Street, Lincoln, Nebraska, 68503. Give us a buzz and let us know what you think of our coverage of all 6 of the state high school championships. And What a terrific job this weekend by our camera crew.
All staying warm, aren't they?
They are. They've just done an outstanding job all 3 days of these championships and given right up the middle to Frazier. Frazier tripped up inside there once again by Shane Renner. Renner knocks it down, and now Crete will take its final timeout.
Larry, the reason I made my comment was you look at Peterson's numbers, PAT-wise, 34 of 37. I mean, that's a pretty good mark for PAT for a sophomore, and 2 of 3 in the field goal category. So I would have some confidence if he's kicking from that 3-yard stripe.
It was
if the ball was centered up. But again, that's, and
of course, the
woulda, coulda, shoulda right now.
The play call did knock them back a little bit further than that because they were essentially in that extra point range.
Collision out there between 2 Crete players, one of which is
a guy they can ill afford to lose.
Shane Renner, right.
They'll shake it off and head back out. So 3rd down and 11 now. 38 seconds left, depending on how long the play takes and how quickly they get it spotted, and into that 27 or 25 second play clock. McCook may be forced to punt if they don't get the first here on 3rd and 11. They will give it right up the middle. One more time to Frazier. And that will bring up a 4th down.
See, when they wind the clock here, they don't have to run another play.
And they will not have to run a play. It's now inside 20 seconds, and the play clock has not started. So McCook will let the clock wind down, and that will be the end of regulation. McCook and Crete tied at 7 apiece. And for the second time today, guys, we've got overtime. And the rules in overtime in high school football a bit different than what you might be familiar with in college football. In fact, why don't we go down to John Bishop and he'll walk us through it. John.
Well, second time today, we've got an extra period, and as we saw in the first one, special teams are critical. We saw earlier today that Bishop Neumann could not execute on the field goal try. Will it come into play tonight? We'll find out. Meantime, overtime rules pretty simple, just like college, with the major difference being that the teams start on the 10-yard line. They get 4 shots to make it. No first downs whatsoever. 4 shots to make it from the 10. They'll alternate possessions, and they'll go as long as they need to go. And unlike college, they are not required beyond the second overtime to go for the 2-point conversion. So they can continue to kick the 1-point conversion through the overtime periods. Ironically, folks, these two teams have not been played any closer than 12 points all season, and this one's going to come down to a 1-score game in the extra period.
Well, you might expect that when you get the 2 best teams in the state together, but it has been a back and forth and very defensive battle. Both of these teams playing terrific defense.
And Larry and Damon, this will be the first overtime. Hard to believe this. First overtime in Class B finals history.
Wow.
I tell you, just a testament to how even this game is played. McCook with 216 total yards and Crete with 207. Wouldn't expect anything less in a game that's going into OT. Yep.
Well, for more than 50 years, NET has been part of this state's history, bringing you local news from across the state, documentaries that affect Nebraskans, and statewide coverage of high school and collegiate sports. Help us continue the quality of local programming on NET television. With your support, we'll continue to enrich the lives of all of Nebraskans. Visit netnebraska.org, or you can call 1-800-634-6788. We were having too much fun to end this in regulation time. It's been a great 3 days of the state high school football championships, and why not enjoy it a little more here in the Class B championship?
All of the games, Larry and Damon, I think have been quality football games. Well played for the most part, very competitive. Good to see the competitive level of Nebraska high school football being what it is. Here's another piece of history for you fellas. First time in finals history that 2 games have gone into overtime in the same year.
Same year, huh? Probably the first time the same day then too, huh?
Your choices are defense, offense, or which end of the field.
Well, McCook won it, so they will take defense.
Which goal do you want to play on? You want to play on that one, so you guys do this.
So they will be going.
Yep, as you heard, guys, McCook's going to go ahead and play defense. which is tradition. By the way, I should also mention, too, each team does get a timeout in the overtime in case they need to talk strategy.
Thanks very much, John. So it will be McCook playing defense, Crete on offense. I had thought that Crete had indicated they wanted to go into the north end zone, but it looked like the way they were facing there, they were facing the south. So we'll see where they end up on the side of the field. John, I don't know if you heard down in the field which direction they are going to go south. That's the way the officials are headed. So they will be going into the south end zone in this overtime period. They line it up with the 10, 4 downs. See if you can score, and then the other team gets a chance. And at the end of each overtime period, whoever has the most points will be your Class B state champion. Boy, McCook has a flair for dramatic state championship games. They have been involved, this now the 3rd state championship game that has come down to a single play. You might remember against Scott, McCook ended up about 1.5 yards shy of a touchdown, which would have given them a tie at 6-6 with an opportunity to kick and win a state championship. And of course against Pius, the Bolts, with inside 30 seconds left, a long completion for a touchdown to win that state title. So 7-7, Leverson, he'll keep it himself. He's got room this time. Leverson, first play of the overtime, in for the touchdown.
The extra point is extremely important right here. So we got to hold on with the celebration. A late shift by McCook. Didn't get lined up correctly. Got quick snap there. Leverson found a crease and hit the end zone.
Brandon Wagner, Shane Renner, and Brandon Schmady over there on that left side, providing the blocking for Leverson. Leverson picked off that pass. They came back and scored off that turnover. And now he comes up big right here in the overtime.
Now let's see what Jordan Peterson can do from straight on. He's 35 of 38 on extra points this season. And he knocks this one dead square. All right, Ed, your point well taken.
Oh, everybody, you know, we could talk about that for a long time as we see the play again right here. Look at that hole up front there, and then you talk about bowling your neck, taking people with you. That's what John Leverson did.
Leverson has had no room to run all game long. And then the first play in overtime, he goes 10 yards in for the touchdown to give Crete a 14-7 lead. Not over yet. McCook has an opportunity to tie or win it. And that Bison offense now hustling out onto the field. They'll be led by Matt Berry. Berry under center.
Got the field spread again, guys.
Sam Frazier under center with him. And Berry will keep it. He cuts it up. Berry a gain of 3 down to about the 7-yard line.
You know, the quick score is important for another reason here. It just preserves some of that energy. A lot of those guys are playing 2 ways out there. Preserves some of that energy that they can now devote to defense versus walking up front and running the football on offense.
2nd down and goal to go. First overtime period. Matt Berry at quarterback. Beside him, Sam Frazier. Berry pulls it down and runs it to about the 5-yard line. A gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Basically have 2 downs to make 5 yards here. It's the way that Coach Gross has got to look at it.
You're not looking for anything other than the end zone on this drive.
You got to be looking for Tyrone Sellers.
They'll load up the backfield on this play.
And he's at the top of the eye, guys.
Sellers at the top. The give up the middle, tripped up. That was Frazier.
Meeting Leverson, wow. Nice fill by John.
Frazier inside the 3 down to the 2. One more look.
That's 12. Nice. Good read. Nice collision.
I'll tell you, and also give credit to Cody Walkenfuss. He was underneath the tackle too, and he got it at about shoe top level, and that will warrant a timeout, justifiably so.
You get one timeout, as John put it, to talk strategy in overtime, and if you're going to strategize, this is not a bad place to do it. 4th down and 2. State championship on the line. Well, if you'd like a DVD of this game, and I don't know why you wouldn't want one, or any of the NSAA football or volleyball championship games, log on to netnebraska.org, click on the Shop NET button, or you can give us a call, 1-800-868-1868, to order your DVD copy. It's a memory that will last for years to come. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. This will certainly be a nice one to have in your collection. What a terrific game it's been as we are in the first overtime. Crete on top 14-7 over McCook. McCook now with the ball at the 2-yard line, facing 4th and goal. And to stay alive and keep hopes alive of a state championship, they have to get the goal line.
Trying to recall if we've seen any misdirection at all tonight from McCook at all.
You got to think, I was looking for it down here the last time there, and you got to think some sort of bootleg where Barry can get out there on the perimeter with a run-pass option. Give himself a good look. He's got a lot of room to the left.
Weezer and Schliemann. And that's the ball game. Stumbling coming out from underneath center, and that's it. Crete has won back-to-back state championships.
Barry trying to get out, Larry, but he just tripped. He just simply tripped. I don't know if he tripped on his own or he caught somebody's heel or what, but Crete
trying to run that boot to,
oh man, look, this is tough.
To Tyrone Sellers, who was going to run the out route. If our guys in the truck will cue that up, it was. You see him try to come out here dealing on the boot. Oh, somebody knifed in.
Yeah, somebody got him.
I think it was Renner one more time, guys. Shane Renner in there. We talked about how quick and what a great job he's done interior in that line. Take another look at that and see if we can pick up if that was Renner. One more look. Watch the right of your screen. That's Renner. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
One hand.
Was it number 74? Skylar Brandt?
Wow.
What a play.
One hand.
Take a look here. Take a look here, guys. It is Skylar Brandt. Great job by Skylar Brandt, senior defensive tackle.
How about the guys in the truck with the ability to get us what we need? Nice angle.
I'm going to take a quick look here.
Well, it makes you feel a little better that somebody made a play there, because originally it looked like it might have been a trip or somebody stepping on a heel there, but Skylar Brandt comes up big. And the final in overtime, Crete knocks off McCook for the Class B state championship. Trophy and medals presented when we come back.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
Energy efficiency is important to us all. At Nebraska Public Power District, we're committed to helping everyone use less energy through new technologies like this compact fluorescent light bulb. Because when you reduce your energy costs, we all win. This message brought to you by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank, fulfilling their commitment to serve customers wherever they are on their terms, providing a full range of banking services at 57 branch offices and more than 100 ATMs located conveniently across Nebraska. Wherever you go, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, you'll find us.
Anova. When termites threaten a village, only one thing can save it. Fierce warrior ants. But can they be persuaded to attack the termites and not the villagers? Master of the Killer Ants, Anova.
Tuesday night at 7 Central Time on NET1.
NET Sports coverage of the 2007 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District. always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. By the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. And by U.S. Bank, wherever you go, you'll find us. Well, the Class B state championship went overtime, and in that overtime, John Leverson scores the touchdown, and Crete wins it 14-7 over McCook. For the medal and a trophy presentation, let's go to our public address announcer, Doc Weiniger.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. The award presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Control members Terry Keneally from York, Dr. Dallas Watkins from Dundee County Stratton, and U.S. Bank representative Brandis Johnson. Here are the awards for Class B runner-up McCook High School. Will head coach Jeff Gross and your assistants please come to the sideline stage to present the silver medals to the members of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Dylan Girdle. Number 2, Chance Pearson. Number 3, Chad Stoll. Number 4, Andy Smith. Number 5, Matt Berry. Number 6, Corey Gaston. Number 7, Mike Grabowski. Number 8, Austin Edwards. Number 9, Joel Aguirre. Number 10, Ryan Harden. Number 11, Spencer Gillen. Number 12, Justin Spector. Number 14, Mark Nichols. Number 15, Jeff Lawrence. Number 16, Alex Brock. Number 17, Shane Wallen. Number 18, Andrew Wright. Number 19, Dylan Harpum. Number 20, Colton Cochran. Number 21, Dion Allen. Number 22, Zach Weezer. Number 23, Mitch Green. Number 25, Brock Kutchwar. Number 26, Evan McConnell. Number 27, Brendan Funk. Number 28, Matt Casey. Number 29, Alex Smith. Number 30, Keenan Brown. Number 31, Matt Bayer. Number 32, Ty Smith. Number 33, Nick Kenny. Number 34, Jimmy Barrett. Number 35, Jeff Phelps. Number 36, Chris Schliemann. Number 42, Chance Unger. Number 43, Nate Gleason. Number 45, Sam Frazier. Number 50, Jacob Reiner. Number 52, Matt Baer. Number 53, Greg Younger. Number 54, Seth Schaefer. Number 55, John Hay. Number 56, Joe Petrovsky. Number 57, Chris Farrell. Number 58, Andrew Broadfoot. Number 59, Chris Stoll. Number 60, Taylor Garcia. Number 61, Zach Rukusek. Number 62, Kendall Foster. Number 63, Jacob Curl. Number 65, Chance Evans. Number 66, Eric Kalupa. Number 68, J.D. Stowe. Number 70, Bryce Burr. Number 71, Ben Schilling. Number 72, Adam Ruger. Number 73, Tyler Brown. Number 74, Austin Huffman. Number 76, Kevin Schwab. Number 77, Garrett Wagner. Number 78, Eric Stensman. Number 80, Corey Paz. Number 81, Brady Hess. Number 82, Eric Rippon. Number 83, Logan Pearson. Number 84, Kyle Barnes. Number 85, Aaron Rupert. Number 87, Tyrone Seller. Number 88, Marcus Wilson. And now, here's the 2007 Class B runner-up trophy. Congratulations, McCook High School.
Take this away from us.
Well, the Bison finished 12-1 of the year and runners-up in the Class B to the state champ Crete Cardinals. And once again, Jeff Gross brings a club down here, and they are in a heck of a battle until the end. And I tell you, there's no bigger fan of Jeff Gross and what he's done at McCook and the program that he's built and the way he does his program and the way he handles the media when he comes down and the feedback he provides us than we are.
Absolutely, Larry. He's just a first-class gentleman, a first-class coach, and a great human being. And there he is, right there. I give you see right there. Giving a couple of youngsters, some of the trainers, I suspect, their runner-up medal. But Jeff Gross is just a marvelous, marvelous coach. And Jeff, tough one tonight. But stick in there, partner. We know you will.
Well,
he's a very tough competitor.
Well, let's go back for now the medals and the trophy presentation for the champs, Crete Cardinals. Here's Doc Weinecker.
And now to the champions from Crete High School. First, head coach Chuck McGinnis. We have a special award for you. Now, coach, if you and your assistants hand out the gold medals to the members of your championship team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Sung Chu. Number 2, TJ Conway. Number 3, Jordan Peterson. Number 4, Colin Blumker. Number 5, Ethan Schunkweiler. Number 6, Michael Mora. Number 8, Justin Henning. Number 9, Robbie Sattler. Number 10, Cody Walkenfuss. Number 11, Derek Korberlik. Number 12, John Leverson. Number 14, Jeremy Brandt. Number 15, Cody Wendelin. Number 16, Christian Gonzalez. Number 18, Dylan Gamble. Number 21, Danny Quinn. Number 23, Adam Wademan. Number 25, Kyle Mays. Number 30, Mike Slocum. Number 33, Connor Smith. Number 34, Josh Walker. Number 35, Taylor Phipps. Number 40, Marcus Smith. Number 44, Trevor Florendo. 45, Garrett Reckley. Number 49, Dakota B. Number 50, Han Chu. Number 52, Tim Herman. Number 53, Tyler Shaw. Number 55, Brandon Schmady. Number 56, Matt Mattingly. Number 58, Jeff Castro. Number 63, Bobby Carnes. Number 64, Vince Gracey. Number 66, Austin Eckschmidt. Number 67, Jimmy Coma. Number 68, James Gray. Number 69, Dave Anthony. Number 70, Shane Renner. Number 73, Justin Taylor. Number 74, Skylar Brandt. Number 76, Juan Cordova. Number 78, Brandon Wagner. Number 80, Luke Rollman. Number 81, Giovanni Larios. Number 82, Geraldo Garcia. Number 85, Kyron Henning. Number 86, Nate Parks. Number 87, Josh Wohl. Number 88, Micah Marvin. Number 22, Brandon Boyd. And now, these outstanding athletes in their school. Here is the 2007 Class B State Football Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Crete High School.
So the Crete Cardinals, the Class B NSAA champions for 2007. Congratulations to the Cardinals and everyone in Crete for that state championship. Back-to-back state titles now. And Adrian, what a big play there at the end by Skylar Brandt.
Indeed. John, I believe, will try to get an interview with him here in a bit, but just very quickly, and John will touch on this too, but that tackle was the fourth tackle of the game for him, but he was really the lowest tackler of this group, the regular group playing. And his 34th tackle of the year turns out to be a tackle that basically pins the state championship onto their jersey. Skylar Brandt, just a great effort. And, you know, that kind of thing to go along with all the other work that went on that field tonight. John Leverson came up big, as we expected him to do. Didn't have a lot of great numbers, but a lot of big plays. And the Crete Cardinal, again, takes that state title.
Well, let's go down to the field now. John Bishop has the happy state champs.
All right, thanks a lot, Larry. First, let's talk to Skylar. We saw it on the replay. You got his foot. Initially, a lot of folks thought that maybe he just tripped coming out of center, but you actually grabbed him. Tell me what you felt and tell me about the play.
I don't know. I just came off the ball. I felt like I got blocked. I just reached my hand out, grabbed his ankle. That's all there was to it. Felt good.
Did you actually feel it then?
I don't know. I reached my arm out. My arm seemed to go numb at the time. I was shocked. It was awesome.
Kind of ironic, you're of the regulars, you had the fewest amount of tackles. Of course, you play an interior position, but you make the tackle that essentially wins the game.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I made the tackle.
Congratulations, John Leverson. All night long, they were doing everything they could to stop you. And then you finally break free in the overtime. Tell me about the game-winning touchdown.
Oh, that was a read play, and we ran that in the second half quite a bit. And the read was mostly just give it to the fullback, and made the right read on the last play, and it was a keep, and it was wide open.
You know, you guys have been able to put up a lot of points this year, but tonight was really about defense. Tell me about what McCook was doing and what kind of a game it was for you as a quarterback, how frustrating it might have been.
Oh, McCook has a great defense, and I don't think it was necessarily something that they were doing. They're just that much of a solid defense. I mean, it's hard to score points against a great defense like that.
This will be your home for the next few years, and you play your final high school game and you go back-to-back. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels awesome. I mean, if there's any way I could go out in my high school football career, this is the way I would want it to be. So,
well, congratulations. It was a great run for you.
Thank you.
Well, Coach, what can we say? Back-to-back, and not only back-to-back, but they already have the hats printed up for you.
I don't know who did that. I wasn't aware of it. I didn't have anything to do with that. So.
But it does show, I mean, there was a lot of confidence in the community, a lot of confidence in the kids. I noticed at halftime, even though the frustrating it had to be on offense, you guys got together before the second half, got into your little mosh pit. There was still a lot of confidence on this team.
Yeah, this is a confident group, and it starts with our seniors. They've been confident throughout their careers, and they knew they were going to find a way to win it. It just took overtime to do it. And if it would have took two, we'd have been ready for that also. They're just a very confident bunch.
Tell me about the end of regulation. You did have a chance late in the game to get in and put this thing away, but unfortunately the field goal didn't go. When you look back on that, did you want to do anything different in that stretch?
Well, probably the play calling wasn't so good on my part, but I had a couple bad ones in there at least. But I tell you, McCook had a great defense, and we knew that coming in, and I thought our defense played outstanding to hold them to 7.
This has got about what you expected. Low-scoring game, very physical game, and yet you prevailed.
Yeah, and that's hats off to the kids and the assistant coaches. Terry Van Horn and Dale Herman on the defensive side did a great job.
I noticed, too, as the medal presentations were going on, a lot of the kids you were talking to, the underclassmen, you were already feeding them information for next year. Motivation, get in the weight room, keep your grades up.
Yeah, well, and hopefully they followed the path of these seniors. These kids have worked extremely hard. They have a lot of God-given ability, but they've put a lot of hours in the weight room and dedicated themselves to get to this point. So hopefully those younger kids see that.
Well, Coach, congratulations. A great run.
Oh, thank you very much.
Congratulations, Coach McGinnis, and your Crete Cardinals, back-to-back state champs in Class B. And Adrian, they lose an awful lot off this team. Of course, they lost a lot last year as well. And you take a look at the other side of the field, McCook has an awful lot returning.
Well, they do, and Damon, I think you just have to look at the programs. You have to look at Jeff Gross's program and McGinnis's program and say they're going to bring it back.
Absolutely, they've been a model of consistency and kind of the standard for the rest of Class B to follow, and so there's no reason to believe that either of these programs could make a run at this thing again at this time next year.
Well, it's a great week, fellas, of high school football.
Enjoyed it.
A total of 6 state championships we were able to bring you. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. Once again, our final score this evening, Crete wins it in overtime and takes back-to-back Class B state championships. And now for Adrian Fiala, Damon Bidding, John Bishop down in the field, and what a terrific job all weekend long by the entire NET Sports production crew here all weekend long, bringing you fans at home 6 state high school championships over 3 days. Thanks so much for joining us.